Okay, hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Hopefully this stream will not freeze this time.
At least we're not stuck in the courtroom.
For now.
I think. Maybe. I haven't logged on to Twitch yet.
We're not stuck in the courtroom until we accidentally get stuck in the courtroom, you know?
Well, it sounds like all we need to do is just not accidentally
Hello,
get
Mason.
stuck in the courtroom.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try really hard.
Rory, we have faith in you.
Okay.
Don't let us down.
I make zero guarantees, man. I'm still, you know, I'm figuring out my new life, you know? Lots of stuff
new
going
life.
on.
Dungeon Meshi came out today, so I'm sure that's on the brain as well.
Yes, I want to watch it, but
I know.
we gotta make binge time. How many episodes is it? Do you know?
1.
Oh, it's a weekly thing?
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure. Or no, wait, it came out on Netflix. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's just the 1 though.
If it's Netflix, there's a chance that it's not just one at a time. That's my.
I just remembered that it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I was originally like, oh, this is totally going to be a Jujutsu Kaisen thing.
Yeah, no. It's a Netflix thing, so. Now we have to see. But hello, Mason. How are you? How's your new year been so far?
Hey, Mason. Hope you're having a good New Year's.
Dungeon Meshi release date. Let's see.
We must find out and discover.
Not the manga, please. Episodes. All right, just one. All right. January 4th, just one, it says. Okay.
Okay, then. So we have a while to go before binge.
Yes. Now I think it'll probably be
while to go.
Yeah. So that's good. I feel better about not being able to like hang out right away. I was like, oh no, it's here, and everybody's gonna watch the whole thing, and I'm gonna have to wait. But okay,
and then I'll have to avoid spoilers, but at least I'll have fan art.
Welcome, Pastry Puff. Hello.
Welcome, Pastry.
I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Is that the last one, or is there another one?
Okay, for some reason it took me a while to figure out what PL versus PW
Yes,
meant.
Professor Layton versus
Phoenix
Professor
Wright.
Wright.
Professor Wright, yes.
Very.
He inherited that title from Edgeworth.
Yes.
Prosecutor Wright.
Prosecutor Wright.
In an alternate timeline.
All right, but
Ooh, so you have some tea.
I do have some tea.
How
I have
lovely.
some decaf orange noir tea,
Ooh.
which is very delicious. As I'm setting
I
up.
have strawberry oolong tea, but it has caffeine in it, so
How dare!
don't want to eat that too close to bed. Therefore, I'm eating chocolate, which let's
has
ignore
less
the
caffeine.
caffeine in
It
that.
has significantly less caffeine. Barely any caffeine. Chocolate having caffeine is like vanilla extract having alcohol in it. You know what I'm saying?
Like Hershey's chocolate, so you know there's about 0 caffeine.
Yeah,
in there.
exactly.
Like, it's not true chocolate.
Okay, but
It's the ramen noodles of chocolate.
I have Cadbury, which is definitely
Ooh.
less ramen noodle.
Oh, damn, Pastry
Oh.
Pup, you still got a library of games. It's kind of nice.
And there's a side game that came out. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so you got a lot left to go. That's good.
Lovely. I'm glad the adventure isn't ending anytime soon.
Yes, indeed. But what are we doing today, everybody? Yes, let's talk about it. Sadly, there's only 2 this time. There should have been a third, but I guess the mod doing it got a little busy at the end there, so we only have 2. But that is okay. We can see
That's
what we
all
want
right.
to do.
We work with what we got.
We work with what we got, but
I'm seeing a teapot and bubbles. I'm already super excited.
yeah, what do we have here? What we have here is in Kaz the DM server. They do something called Art Night, where basically there's a group of 3 emojis and a color palette, and your goal is into like 20 minutes do like a drawing, anything with that color palette and inspired by the emoji. Now, I'm not gonna time myself that hard because we're still taking it easy stream week, and with the changed schedule and everything like that. And there's only 2, so there's no reason to sort of rush by everything. But basically what we'll do is it's these 3 emojis, but you guys get to pick the color palette. Yes, that is the big part about this. So I think what we do is we pick the color palette first, and then you can give ideas if you have ideas after the color palette. That's always a nice way to start and help. But otherwise, we'll just kind of chat and chill and vibe and.
This week is moving week for Ori, so we can't do anything too intensive.
Yeah, it's lazy week for Ori. We have Ace Attorney tomorrow. That's the most effort I got.
That's gonna be the big brain night.
I've been trying to I start work next week, right? So I've been trying to catch up on all my editing that I've missed from moving, because I don't want to be behind to start off having to work, that would be terrible.
Oh, but of course not.
Exactly. So, alrighty. How have you been, Mars? How was your Thursday?
My life suddenly picked up again. I went to work twice this week.
Oh, fancy.
Holy crow, the student room was filthy. I was elbow deep in dried pasta in the microwave, so that was fun.
Well then.
I could still smell the Clorox.
Oh my gosh.
But it's been pretty chill. I got some client stuff happening next week as well. So yeah, it's yes, break from school, but I'm also doing stuff on the side to kind of get ahead a little bit, which is cool. I'm going back to the city tomorrow to go see off a friend as she leaves for DC, so that's gonna be very fun. We're basically just going to eat a whole bunch of food tomorrow. We're just going into the city and we're perusing the restaurants. That's the plan.
I mean, that's a vibe, you
Restaurants
know.
and chatting. So the reason I stopped talking there is YouTube finally loaded, and suddenly I was hearing my own voice, and it's like, ah, what the hell? Where's that coming from?
Startling, jarring.
But honestly, today not too bad. You know, I got a lot of work done at work. You know,
Very nice.
making up that money that I lost in
Yeah.
Christmas presents.
Making
So
bank.
that was needed.
Lovely. Always helpful.
And I was able to do a little bit of a self-care night. I got my
Ooh.
warm robe. I had some chocolate. I did a facial
Very
clean.
nice.
Oh, it was so nice.
Very nice, very nice.
And then of course cleaning. But
Yeah. I got moved in.
I don't know
There's
why.
still
With the
stuff
new
coming.
year, I just really needed everything to be clean.
They tell
My
you
brain
like
just wasn't gonna work otherwise.
feng shui is like you like dump out all your stuff and then you like put it back because you have to refresh the energy of the thing.
Yeah. I feel
So-
that's so hard right now.
I feel like honestly moving for the new year was probably really good time to do it.
I feel like that was the
compared to
best
any
thing
other
you could have
time.
possibly
It was like,
done.
yeah, you know, if I got to choose, that was pretty great. That was pretty
Like,
grand.
If that was at any other time of the year, it would have gone south.
It would have sucked a lot more. You know, you could just feel it. Yeah, I'm all moved in,
Exactly.
Joel and Jim. This is my this will be my third night. I slept Monday night,
Yeah.
Tuesday night, no, fourth night,
She's fully in.
right?
She's
This is
she's
Thursday.
got big girl
This will be
sheets.
my fourth night. Yeah, I have a lovely bedspread that I'm really happy about. It makes me feel very adult. I'm excited to go to IKEA on Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang, look at you.
Very nice. I have a rug ordered that should be coming hopefully sooner rather than later.
Amazing.
And
Incredible.
we just
Beautiful.
ordered curtains today. One set of curtains. Decorative curtains
Ooh.
for the kitchen. Little
I was
pretty,
about to
they
say for your room
match
or another room.
the rug. Well, we need to we need to change all of the curtains out, but the other curtains have to be like functional. These like kitchen curtains, you know, they're like pretty lace top dressing just for fun.
And you're going
So-
with the lemon theme still, or the
So
bee
it's
theme?
it's yellow, and now B would be ideal, but these actually go really well with the carpet in the living room. So it's more like a color theme than trying to go hardcore, because we're not gonna, this is not the permanent residence. So, you know, I can't like make the countertop black and make the cabinets
Right,
yellow
you
like I
can't
want
have
to,
Full-
you know. So we're just
look
kind of having a nice
of
color.
that.
We're adding color into the space. Dylan's mother loved beige and grays and black
Ew.
and white sort of thing, and I'm
Okay,
like,
no disrespect,
no,
but
no.
that hurts me.
not for Ori.
I need color in my life.
Yeah, our bedroom is green, and so we need green curtains to go with it. Our bedspread's green. I
Lovely.
just got a garbage can from my desk. It's also
Nice.
green. So it's the green room, basically. And like
It's green,
light,
it's
light
green,
wood
it's the green
furniture.
you need.
Yeah, really.
When I look into your future, it's
But
the
yeah,
green
so
that
it's
I
very, very nice. But it's starting to feel like a home. You know, first moving in was like, oh god.
That's great.
Ooh, this was rough. But overall, and I've been told
But now it's
that
got that
both
Ori touch.
my cooking and my setup of the whole place has been an improvement. So
Yay!
very nice. Everything's grand. Well,
And to steal a boomer quote, you came in and offered a feminine touch.
everybody keeps saying that, and it's like, I don't want to be stereotypical, man, but oh god, I just like,
It's like, you don't want to be stereotypical, but also, yes.
yeah, literally though, it's like, I don't want to be stereotypical, but I am the one doing the cooking, and I am the one putting all the furnishings and being like, no, you can't have a black cabinet, it needs to be light wood colored or white, because black doesn't go there in this space, you know?
You just have the informal design
I
degree.
also don't want to like insult Dylan and Doug and be like, yeah, you guys are really men, you know, living alone without a woman, you know.
the bachelor's pad.
Literally, I'm not trying to insult, you know. But I am judging. I was judging hard.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, we got Lazy Susans for the cabinets now, so it's lovely.
Oh, jealous.
Oh yeah. They're like really big corner cabinets, so they needed it, but all the cups are in there, and so you can just
God, I
and you
can't
don't have
wait
to
have
remove
a place of
anything.
my
It's
own.
great.
One
It's
day.
awesome and annoying, you know?
Oh, I bet.
But
Because, like, this space is mine. It's all
Dylan is
mine,
getting
but
into
no, I
it
gotta
too.
take care of it.
Dylan went to Home Goods with me for the first time the other day, and he
Yeah.
was like, I actually like this place now that it's my house. And it's like, nice, good, pat. This is what we
Beautiful.
want.
Hey, Starman.
Hello,
Thanks for
King
dropping
Starman. Welcome. Happy to see you over here.
in. Yeah.
Hope your new
we've
year
just
has
been
been doing
kinda
well
chilling.
too.
We
We're just
haven't
kind of
really
chilling a little
started
bit for the
anything.
start here. Our days have like switched up, so we're just chilling a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah. It feels so weird doing Drawing and Dragons on a Thursday.
That's when we used to do it. Was for a while, wasn't it?
I know, but now I'm used to the other schedule.
Well, hopefully, Mars, after your semester is over, hopefully we'll be able to settle into a pretty solid regular schedule, you know?
Maybe. I make no promises.
Oh no! Your schedule's gonna be that all over the place?
I don't know. You know, in summer, I will be doing another internship, and I'll also have some kind of seminar class to go along with it. There's no getting out of it. There's usually a seminar class that pairs.
I keep thinking you graduate in the spring. You
and they
don't
always
technically
make that night. Technically,
graduate.
I do walk.
Okay.
I do walk,
But
but
not-
I don't graduate. It's weird. It's
Okay.
really weird.
So
Grad schools
after
are
the
weird.
summer.
Master programs are weird.
After
It's
the
like-
summer, then.
I will have been graduated, but I'm taking the comps at the end of July. You know?
Weird, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really weird. It's like everything's wards back, you know?
Well, such is life. But alright, guys, I think we have enough of you chilling in chat to start the voting. So I'll say it
Yes.
one more time. And we'll make Mars put her 2 cents in too if there's a tie.
Oh, of course.
And
Happy to
so
break the
basically,
tie.
we want to make I'm going to draw something. It doesn't have to be a character. It will likely be a character because that's what Ori likes to draw. That is based on these 3 emojis and one of these color palettes. And you guys need to pick one of these color palettes. So there's 1, 2, or 3. And I can put the little thing there. But if you'd like to vote, you should do so now.
Yes. Get those votes in. I know
those
what
votes
palette I like.
Oh, you wanna start it off, Mars?
Oh, shall I? I like 2.
You like 2. All right.
I
Mars
really
is for
like
2.
2. You got
Oh,
the
also
purple,
pastry
you got
puff for
the
2.
green. It just looks so nice.
So pastry puff, if did you play the second trilogy first because of chronological, or are you playing them in like come out order of Professor Layton? And how many more games do you have after this one to play? Is it 3, I think?
You're coming close to the end of the series. Jeez.
I don't know where Pastry Puff has been going. They've been playing a lot of Layton. They're really going. No, you're playing it in come out
Playing
order.
in
Okay.
release order. Okay.
So, is that what you would recommend? Or is that more like, because so you finished both
Oh, you
trilogies.
finished both trilogies. Okay.
And now you're playing the crossover. And then you have 3 more games, I think you said? 2 or 3?
We shall see.
A side game. So 2 more games. A side game and the new game that's coming out.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which company makes the Layton games. Is it also Capcom?
I don't think it's also Capcom. I don't know. That's just me.
I'm gonna look it up because now I'm curious.
Nope, it's level 5.
Level 5. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I think the crossover was specifically not within a company,
Oh, level 5 also made Ni no Kuni and Yokai Watch. Okay,
Oh,
that's why
Yokai
they're
Watch.
familiar. I played Yokai Watch. That's why they were familiar.
We'll see about the latent games years in the future when when we finish all the 8th and 31s and Ghost Trick.
That we're gonna need brain for. We need to do Ghost Trick first because it's literally a one and done. Like we're not subscribing to a franchise. There's
even
just
though I
one.
wish we were, that'd be cool. I'm game
I
for
wish,
it.
because Ghost Trick is a very awesome game. Like, it's just the right amount of puzzle, it's a good amount of mystery.
So Catarel is the side game. Okay, and then you'll have the new one when it comes out, which looks really cool. The box art for it is very nice.
Yeah, I gotta say, they really outdid themselves with that one.
Coming soon. But yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Very neat. Yeah, I make no promises, but could be the next one, just because it definitely seems funny, and would fit our thing. And I don't have anything else planned for after Ace Attorney. Well, I wish you luck then with that one, Pastry Puff.
That's a good way to approach it, Pastry Puff.
I mean, I feel like we really liked Turnabout Big Top, and that's like one of the least favorite Ace Attorney games. So, you know.
That is like the #1 hated.
Yeah.
Like, you watch the top 10 countdown of the worst turnabouts, everyone's like, you know it, you played it, you hated it, that's right, it's Turnabout Big Top, the unanimously agreed worst turnabout. And I'm just like, I liked it.
It was pretty good.
I thought it was fun.
Ooh, that could be fun, Pastry Puff. I mean, did any of them you explicitly dislike? Or some were just better than others? You know, that's a big question. You acknowledge it exists and it moves on. See, I feel like I like Turnabout Big Top more than some other ones, just because some other ones were kind of like bland. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hot take. I thought the turnabout with Morgan and Pearl was
Reunion and Turnabout.
Yeah, Reunion and Turnabout was kind of bland to me. I don't know why.
I think it's the thing. I think it has a twofold thing. I think the twofold is that in the first game, the second Turnabout, which is Turnabout Sisters, while you know it's red-white from the beginning because his picture flashes and everything, it's still an enjoyable time to put the pieces together, to sort of get to him, right? You don't meet him right away. You have to like get to a point where you find him, right? And
only then can you meet the man.
Only then can you meet him. And the reasoning that he's like, you can't touch me, is because he's slimy and blackmaily, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it works.
And it does make you want to take him down.
And it makes you want to take him down. I feel like while in Reunion and Turnabout, while by the end you know it's Aini, she like comes out and says it. She's like, no one will believe you. And I don't think that's nearly as compelling. You're also always with the people, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's very funny with Reunion and Turnabout, because, I mean, I've been rewatching the videos that you've been uploading.
Yes.
And literally from the beginning, we had it figured out. It's like, okay, there's the sheet someone could have hid behind. Okay, there's the thing that someone could have used. Okay, she's the only one who had the key and said, no, only I may enter. You go elsewhere, far away from the crime scene. Like, it was like obvious, but like not in the fun way.
See, I feel like the beginning was
not
fine.
In the I want to take you down way. It's the wow, this is so damn obvious.
See, I
wonder how it'll all fall apart way.
With the beginning, but
I got more interested toward the end.
Interesting.
Like it was because I knew Aini was up to some, like, especially. It's interesting though. In that game, they used 2 characters who played the I'm dumb card.
Yeah.
They did it twice with Matt Ungard and Aini Miney.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting how they did that setup. But thinking about it, like once we found out like the switch and the face swap or something hoopty-loopty happened, then I was like, okay, now it's getting interesting. Like, this is the hoopty-loopty stuff I expect. Whereas before in the beginning, it was like, yep, someone can hide there. Yep, there's a box to put a body in. Yeah, okay, you're sus as hell. Whoa, hi, Ori.
I'm trying to do something for Kaz. And it's not gonna work the way I want it to. That's fine. I'll have to do it the normal person way.
They definitely give you enough information. And that's the great thing about all the turnabouts. I do feel like they give you enough information. Like, I'm trying to think if there's been a moment where I was like, we didn't have enough pieces to figure that out. Like, I feel like we had all the pieces for most of the turnabouts. It's just sometimes we weren't thinking about the pieces correctly.
Hi, Bugs!
Hey,
How
Bugs.
are you? How's your week been going? I'm trying to figure something out, but my brain ain't doing it for me.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Basically, I'm on a charity stream next Saturday, hosted by Kaz the DM, and he's asking for a headshot that is transparent. And I thought I could make that, but I wanted to, but I didn't. I couldn't. So
What's
I have
the
to...
charity for?
Mine is the World Wildlife Fund.
Oh, nice!
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I am bio nerd.
I'll have to donate to that. I've recently been watching Overly Sarcastic Productions, Red Plays, and they were doing Doctors Without Borders. So there's so many good charity streams going on this week.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Love it.
It was nice because it was supposed to be the eve of Christmas Eve, but I was busy, and so it got rescheduled, and so now I can do it. So that's really cool.
Woohoo! Oh, that's quite nice.
Conservatory, nope. Channel.
I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate.
Alrighty, and then that can be good.
So you guys get to see a behind the scenes of Ori setting up for a charity stream.
Yep, I was asked for all these things, and I don't have a headshot without a background.
Hey, Slasher.
Hello, Slasher. Welcome back.
I think most of y'all are hanging out on YouTube right now and not Twitch.
Indeed.
Wow.
Very fitting. You can actually specifically, and I have in the past, adopted a fossa, which Ferrix is.
We do love our fossas in this house.
We do love our fossas.
Okay, so Ori, I do have to ask this about moving. How has it been not living with your puppy anymore?
She's, in a way, thankfully she hasn't. I realized I just removed that whole thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's okay.
Okay, I don't think anyone else noticed.
It's okay. I didn't really draw anything yet, so it works out. Well, she used to sleep in my bed because she's so old. It has been a little bit since she's done that. So, it's definitely not as big of a change. But, you know, I do miss getting to come down and see her cute little blep face every day and give her some pets. So, it is certainly a change. I think it was this one was the one you guys liked. Was it this one?
That's my conundrum with moving.
Was it this one?
Palette 2. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no worries,
Slasher. Totally understand.
I think school started up again for a lot of people.
Yep. All right, but today, for those who joined a little later, basically, Kaz the DM has art nights where it's basically you get 3 emojis and a color palette, and you've got to look. You got to just draw whatever you want, make something that you want. Technically, there's 3 color palettes, but we did already vote on this one. But we'll have another one that I will set up now, I guess, real quick. That we'll get to vote on again. But if we have any ideas for that first one. I would love to hear them. So while you're thinking about it, the first one was Bubbles Teapot Fan. So we have to use that as inspiration. And then this is the colors, the greens and the purples.
Oh, so pretty.
So think about that while I just set up the next one for us to do. Damn it. I'm not in it. Yeah, a little bit of a lazy week outside of Ace Attorney just because I just moved.
That's fine.
Literally
Ori,
over the
we
weekend.
forgive you.
Hey, Elevator Hitch is coming out this every week, so you guys get a little bonus for me being a little ditzy on stream. It's Elevator Hitch.
That's very true.
Look
and
at you guys.
Oh my gosh, it is so fun to watch. You guys should check it out.
Bubbles coming out of the teapot. No worries, Bugs. Thanks for popping in. Have a lovely day at school.
Yes, good luck at school. Just one more day, you could do it.
Yeah, we gotta just put it all together, Slasher. It's the inspiration time. Yeah, guys,
Yes.
TGI Friday tomorrow.
I know, right?
And it'd be great. A teapot pouring soda. A dream eater.
What kind of soda?
Usually
the
I like to
question.
do characters. What if... Ooh, the prosecutor. That'll be cool, Pastry Puff. They're interesting. I feel like all prosecutors are interesting in Ace Attorney.
There is no such thing as a dull prosecutor.
Ooh, okay. I had an idea.
Ooh, what you got?
I'm thinking of like I think it's the geisha. They have like their hair that sometimes has fans in it.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm thinking like sitting on Bubbles, like pouring tea.
Oh, that's cute. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
I'd rather see your interpretation first.
Okay. Like...
I mean, you did say geisha, so that's gonna be very different. But I won't reveal until you're done with this character.
Yeah,
what
no
that made me think
dull
of.
prosecutors indeed. I think they're kind of rounded faced usually. Yeah, fairly round.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is, Slasher. You come out on top and you think about it and it's all... You get something cool.
Exactly.
Okay. However, this is not doing what I want.
Plus,
so-
Ori just has an imagination that works 24/7. So.
I couldn't be an artist if I didn't. It'd be much harder to do what I do if I couldn't do these exercises. But that's why it's fun to do these sort of things. That's why I make a point of doing a stream about them. Because otherwise I don't have a lot of time to do these. I do like to do these. So, I make it streams problem.
Yes.
That's my master plan, guys. My master plan is to somehow con all of you into thinking we're so enjoyable that you'll watch me just do the things I want to do.
Yes. I mean, you already watched
Doesn't
us play
matter.
the video games we want to play, so
Exactly.
we're halfway there.
Good night, Slasher. Have a good day at school.
Night, Slasher. Good luck at school.
Last day of the week. You guys can make it.
Woo!
Oh, I guess they'd be kneeling more than sitting cross-legged. So maybe we'll do that instead. Yeah. I'm trying to get a little head on stuff for like social media posting and everything. Because I want to be on top of it and get to do the fun things when they're relevant. But I also want to do I have a couple goals this year. Unfortunately, the sort of like fan art a month thing isn't gonna happen, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to draw Cat Noir anytime soon. Unfortunately.
Oh
We'll see. It's just been a lot of catch up and moving and everything. You know, bad time of year for it.
no. Yeah. I can understand that.
But because it's one of those things where it's like you gotta put your all into it. You know, it's supposed to be like a show of my artistic growth. You know, if it was just a doodle, then yeah, you know.
It'd be low stakes.
Exactly. But it's not just a doodle.
Understandable.
But I've kind of accepted it. Such is life.
Such is life. We just roll.
We'll
with
see.
the
Honestly,
punches.
knowing me, I'll probably shove it in there right at the end.
Why do I get the feeling you're gonna stay up until 3 a.m. doing it when you get suddenly struck by inspiration?
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Where is it in the chronological order, Pastry Puff? I know it seems like you recommend it, and especially if it's in a chronological order where it would be playing some of them first, I would definitely. But I think I like playing games chronologically, personally. I don't know about you guys. How do you feel, Mars?
I would agree in playing games chronologically, because then you have like not only an external timeline with the game's release, but also an internal timeline with the actual story, and that
But
just
as
makes
long as
things
they're like
way
not
more engaging.
spoiling each other, you know, I feel like getting to see them with the in-game.
Couldn't do that with these kinds of games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
So
what
it's
we're
only
doing
for,
with
like,
Ace Attorney.
one
We're going to play them,
crossover.
you know, in-game chronological order.
Yeah,
And that's what I want.
but
not
that
release
just makes
order.
sense to the story, because then you get the character growth and development. You get the changes between games. You get more
Exactly.
characters.
I don't have to go
introduced,
back and be like,
that's what you
oh,
want.
this puts together here, you know.
Yeah.
I get to see it all at once.
Well, that would be one hell of a change if we played one of the later games where it's like, oh, Edgeworth's
There
so
you go,
friendly, and
look
then
at
we
that.
went all the way back to the first, and it was like, wow, he was such a dick.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think a lot of people didn't like some of Steven Universe at a certain point there, because you did do it backwards. You learned about Pink Diamond backwards.
I could see that. I mean, in that scenario, the audience learned the information at the same time Steven did. So
Hello,
when it
tape
came as
player.
a shock to him, it came as a shock to the audience.
Exactly. But then people
Which
were like, oh
I
no.
think was the show's intention.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think that was by accident. It's just audiences didn't vibe with that.
Yeah, exactly. No. I think it was
They-
purposeful,
basically,
100%.
They were like, so this kind person we've been led to believe was actually a spoiled brat, and it's like, guys, people can change over time.
Yeah, you have to realize you're learning
it's
backwards.
called growth.
But it's also hard to realize that you're growing backwards sometimes, though. You know, that you're like learning backwards. You have to like
Yeah.
think about it, right? Like, oh, you know, she improved.
But that was also arguably the lesson Steven had to learn.
Oh,
too.
100%. I don't think it wasn't purposeful. I think it just made it difficult for people to sort of vibe with, as
Well,
you said.
If you think about like Western storytelling perspective, this was very interesting. I was watching a video last night by Gaijin Goomba. Great guy. If you like cultural analysis, particularly of Asian culture in anime, video games, he is your guy. He does really good comprehensive breakdowns. But he was talking about the new anime that came out on Netflix, Blue Eye Samurai. I haven't watched it, but I heard it's very good, and it might be on my list. But he basically said, like, to an extent, that some scenes, as they occurred in historical Japan,
That's very true, also, tape player.
could not take place because they're just social constructs and social understandings in the Japanese culture that just don't allow for certain interactions. So he specifically pointed out a scene where the princess is yelling at her father, like the Lord of the Land, and he's like, that's not what would happen in the Japanese culture, but that is what happens in Western storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see, like, both in that show and Steven Universe, just how almost trained we are to recognize certain patterns of storytelling and to recognize certain exchanges as, oh, that's our form of storytelling. Like, this is how you get across this emotion to a Western audience. And yeah, I would say linear storytelling is definitely something we have been trained for, essentially. All of our media has it.
You know, a lot of like cult classics are kind of like that too, where it just is like, when you are somebody who is specifically wanting to analyze a show or something like that, you are seeing the nuances that the creator did to have that sort of like new and cool, like pushing the envelope. That's the word I want. And other people sort of brain worky, you know. And if you're not watching stuff as
drink some more brain worky juice.
If you're not watching stuff as sort of analytically, you just sort of along for the ride, you might not pick up on the nuances that the creative is trying to get across to you.
So you could be an Ori, or you could be a Mars or a Dylan.
Yes. I mean, I still enjoyed Steven Universe. I didn't have such a thing. Hello, Roval. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it.
That story has been in the making since 2020.
It's been in the making since 2020.
So concept-wise, it's older. In terms of release, it's not.
No, thank you, Adolescental. Ooh, good. No spoilers.
Appreciated,
so
but thanks, but no
maybe
thanks.
It'll be on the list. We'll see.
It could happen. We will need games to
no
fill
promises
the space.
either way. A time travel manga. And he's like, so you choose death. Damn. Nice.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to do it.
But yeah, Roval, we have been working on Outcast for 2 years before we started uploading it, but it hasn't even reached a year of being uploaded yet, so... Oh, it was definitely a bot.
Oh, most definitely.
It was definitely a bot.
Yep. No question there.
Yeah. It's a ride? Well, it sounds like a fun ride.
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
I recently just read Iron Widow, and it's basically a retelling of Empress Wu from feudal China, but retold in the context of mechs like Gurren Lagann and Evangelion. And it's great. I finished it in like 2 days. I could not put it down. It was so damn good.
Well, that's
the main character does not fuck around. She's basically just like, I will fight anyone who gets in my way. Like, screw you in the patriarchy. I'm gonna just tear it all up from the roots. Which, honestly, reading that energy going into the new year, it's like, yes, this is good.
Like, let's kick it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Kicking it into high gear. I think I can bring
I'm hopeful about this year. I am. I really am.
I don't think I've had a year where I've been like, oh god, oh no. Maybe.
That can't be true.
I don't think so, though. Because the worst year I had was at the end of the year, and coming out of the storm was the new year, so that was like, yay, you know, like, yeah, let's go. COVID didn't really affect me, so I never had a like, oh god, another year of this, or when will it end?
Okay.
You know, I'm very thankful that...
Yeah, yours was probably a very smooth transition.
Honestly, COVID for me was relatively non-existent, right? In the sense of that, like, I knew it was happening, and there was a period of time where I was concerned because while both my parents were working at home, I still had to be out and about, interacting with people, you know, outside, but with masks on. But it was like, if we got COVID, it was my fault. That was probably the height of my, like, the effect, how it affected me. But aside from that, like, my parent, thankfully, you know, we didn't have any layoffs, and I literally started work, and I, like, never stopped working. I never had off because of it, you know, nothing happened. So it was almost like nothing ever happened to me personally. And it wasn't like I was, you know, going out before it, so.
Oh, yeah. Not much changed, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. We hadn't really started hanging out before that, so.
That's true. Literally the first time we hung out, you came over to my house with a mask and a picnic basket.
Yeah.
And we had a masked hangout.
It was good, though. It was a good time, though.
It was.
We ate food
Like,
under the
man.
masks. It was, you know, it was a fun time.
We needed human interaction. So bad.
And it's also neither of us lived alone, you know, so it's like, it wasn't like we were lonely or anything like that.
That's true, but sometimes I need company other than my parents.
Well,
and my
of
brother.
course, but compared to a lot of people who, like, you know, lived with strangers or roommates, you know, we definitely weren't as isolated.
Definitely makes all the difference.
Exactly. You know, I graduated before COVID, right before COVID, so it didn't affect my schooling like it affected your schooling.
Oh, it definitely affected my... Well, that was the weird part, because I wasn't used to living at home anymore. I spent more of my time living away at campus, so coming home, like, my family and I kind of had to figure out how to live with each other again, because they weren't used to my presence, and I wasn't used to theirs. Like, my room
Exactly,
did not
Mason.
look like my room. I didn't have any posters on the wall. There were barely any decorations on the shelves or anything. Like, now I'm very happy with my room. Literally, my personality is on every wall of my room. But back in 2020, no, it was basically just empty.
That's so funny you say that, though. My room was like, I have so much stuff that it was less of me bringing my room to college and more of me making room number 2 at college. You know? I'm not joking, though. That's how much stuff I had, right? Like, you would... Okay, I moved out of my own house, okay? This apartment that we live in is obviously smaller than my house. So there's no way that it'll ever have all of the stuff that I have. So, Marge, you could walk into my room, and it's a little empty because there's no dresser and there's no desk, but relatively very the same. But yeah, Mason, I didn't feel the human interaction thing very much because, you know, Mars and I hung out online, which I was already fairly used to from college, hanging out with people online a lot more. And yeah, it wasn't like I was a party person in the first place.
Neither was I.
So,
It
in a
was just
way,
like,
it worked
okay,
out.
we vibin'.
Indeed. We vibin' indeed.
And then for some reason during the same year, I decided to go get a retail job. I was like, yes, there's a very bad virus going around outside that can be passed through human interaction. Let me go sign up for retail. That's
Let me go
smart.
be the most human interaction-y.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I was thinking with that one.
Yeah, you survived.
It did work out. Oh geez. I am hoping, as far as I know, I am still, knock on wood 1,000,000 times, COVID free at this point. Have not caught it. And
Sadly,
I really want to get that way.
International plane killed me.
Oof.
That's what got us. That's what got my whole family.
That would do it.
we didn't infect each other. It was all from an international plane. 2 separate international planes. But that's how he got us. Otherwise, we would have been fine. Literally, if we didn't go abroad, probably never would have gotten it. Dylan got it twice and never went abroad. And then Dylan's household got it one more time. Oh, man. If I remember correctly.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
very funny.
worst.
Thankfully, you know, I got it, you know, my family got it much later in the strain when it was significantly less deadly and we're all, you know, vaccinated and everything.
Oh,
so.
yeah, and all the boosters had
Yeah,
come
exactly.
out.
So it wasn't like we were right at the height where I was super concerned. And my family's pretty, you know, my household's pretty healthy, so. It was more just like a, oh god, I'm sick. Kinda sucks. It's so funny. I think I actually felt better with actual COVID than I did after getting my first shot.
Yeah, that shot knocks you out.
That first shot.
I felt so sore, so
Now,
achy.
it was
I slept the whole day.
It was for less long, right? You know, it was only one day that the shot. You know,
Oh,
I was sick.
Oh, I was down for 2 days.
Oh, I was only one day. I was sick. I was actually sick when I was actually sick for like 4 days. But I still did like tours and shit. Like we still did the whole entire trip. Like, like we still went. You know, we didn't let it stop
You paid good
us.
money for that. You had to.
It was my graduation present that got canceled because of COVID. It was like we're doing it.
You're like, oh, we're going.
We're
Nothing's
going,
gonna
we're doing
keep you from
Good
this.
night, Pastry Puff. Have a fun time with the crossover.
Night,
Look forward to
Pastry
hearing
Puff.
more about it without spoilers,
Yes.
of course.
Do tell, do tell. We look forward to the next story.
I will say, if we do play on stream ever, the the math is gonna be rough for all of them.
What about Dylan?
Dylan's a lawyer, not a mather. You think if out of all of the people here, Mars, I'm the math person,
You're the
and
math person.
my
If you can
brain
figure it out, we're screwed.
shuts down apparently when stream goes on. So like, whew, it'll be rough.
Oh boy, it's okay. We got this.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. We could do Ace Attorney. We can do anything, puzzle game wise. I'm still bad at other game wise, you know.
It's okay. We still love you.
Okay, I feel like I could probably make both these eyes bigger. And that'll be better. And that'll be significant. Good, there we go.
Beautiful. Oh, look at those eyes.
Do like this. And then they have...
She looks so regal. Love it. So
you know,
refined.
I'm literally looking at like geisha on the screen over here. That's how you gotta do it, you know?
Hell yeah, use those references, guys.
Oh yeah. References are not a shame. Are not cheating. Anybody who tells you that is a hack. I don't care. I don't care how good their art looks.
Use
If they
the references.
tell you not to use reference. Okay, something's wrong.
References are good.
This is wrong here. I screwed up how the mouth comes down. Maybe? I don't actually know. Something went wrong and I'll have to fix it. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, fixed. Success. Now, looking down at the cup, we think?
Yeah, I think that would look nice.
Like this? I think that's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we get
Very
to
elegant.
line it. Messily line it. That's the way the news goes. Oh my god, my brain. Yeah, I think this one came together very nice.
I love that she just floats around on her little bubble.
Yeah, she's a bubble geisha.
Adorable.
Now, honestly, we're gonna proportion her a little better here. I think that's better.
I heard we were getting some snow this weekend. I don't know how true that is. Because it keeps changing from snow to rain in the forecast.
Yeah, it'll always do that. You just gotta wait and see.
Maybe
Honestly,
one day we'll get some damn snow.
Yeah, in March.
Yeah.
We'll get Easter snow. I'm dreaming of a white Easter. Just like the Christmases I used to know.
I love how we took that in two completely
Very
opposite
different.
directions.
Yep. Yeah, that's what happens.
Top tier.
There's a game, and we might be able to play it on stream. That could actually be really fun. That I have. It's you've played it once before in person, Mars. It's like
Oh, maybe I can guess. Move out.
No, it's not a video game. It's an in-person, like a card game. And I'm very certain you played it once with us before. It's... I can't remember what it's called.
Well, it's definitely not beans.
No. I can't remember what it's called. But it's like, it's like you're...
build trees and you change the seasons?
No. It's basically you... I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it. You get like a card, and you have to like think of a word that goes with that word, and your partner also has to it's like the person to your left or something also has to think of that word, like a word that goes with that word, and then you like 3, 2, 1 and you say it together, and if you get it the same, you get a point. But then the second...
Did I play that with you guys?
You did once, definitely. 100%.
That was a while ago.
Oh yeah, years at this point. But, and then there's like, if you get it wrong, if you don't get the same, you have to think of a word based on your word, you know, the second round of words, right? And try to get the same, and you get less points if you get it right, and this whole thing. And you get like 3 chances. And after the third time, if you didn't get any points, you didn't get any points.
Sad days.
But it could be a fun, like, funky stream game, just because.
That would be interesting. I wonder how we can make that happen. Do you want to try like a quick round now?
I don't have the game with me.
Right.
It is at my house, which is not here.
Well.
Yes.
It's at Ori's childhood home.
Exactly.
Officially.
My parents' house, I guess. But yeah. I'll try to remember to bring it back with me on Sunday, and we can try another time.
Very nice.
I feel like it's called like Oracle or something.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Oracle card game. Nope, it's not called Oracle.
Damn. But that does sound familiar. Huh.
Mystic card game. No. Like I can picture the box, I just don't know what it's called.
It's like I know what it
is. Yeah, exactly. It's like I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Okay. Having a lovely time here with this. She's coming out very nice. And then I have to color. And that'll certainly be a time. She gives me like, she's like a deity of some sort, like a minor deity.
Yeah.
But a deity of some sort.
Definitely a fun deity.
A fun deity.
Like, she's down to party.
She's the bubble. She's the bubble party deity. The party bubble deity.
Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. Ah, why didn't we see that?
Ah.
That took too long for us.
You know, maybe that's why those emojis were put together.
Who knows?
Oops.
Doesn't matter.
Bubble tea toy.
That was a dumb.
Wow. Okay. I'll see myself out.
Wow, though. Whew, we totally missed that opportunity.
That was apparently too much brain for one day.
It's too much brain for one day, 100%.
Wow.
There's only a little amount of brain per day, and you know, honestly, by the time stream happens, we use most of it.
Oh yeah. Like, brain gone, head empty.
Brain gone, head empty. Unbrain-a-rooney.
Unbrain-a-rooney. This is why I need the chocolate, guys.
With the tiny, minuscule baby bit of caffeine that's in it, yeah.
It's called placebo effect, Dory.
Because you
I'm
can
getting
get
all the benefits without actually consuming any.
Because you can get, like, caffeinated chocolate.
I know. That stuff is probably so bad for you.
It can't be worse than that charged iced tea Enthuse loves.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I had one of those one time. It was like a charged lemonade.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, charged lemonade.
Oh, biggest regret of my life. I felt so jittery and so sick afterwards.
Yeah, God.
That one girl who drinks like 6 during her shift, I can't imagine. I was like, how are you not dead?
Barely.
Seriously.
Barely alive.
Like,
really? She's a zombie?
Caffeine in those levels should be illegal.
Really?
Like, that
she's
shit is lethal.
a zombie that is just run on caffeine, though.
Yeah.
Like the caffeine is so strong, like it's keeping her alive back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's
it
pumping
brought
her
back.
heart for her at that point. You know, I was like, oh my God.
I'd bet money that that's actually what's happening.
Yeah, like, damn. Whew.
Jesus. The person you know is gone. It's just a charged lemonade zombie.
Yeah. Charged lemonade zombies, indeed.
Oh, that reminds me. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead came back from hiatus.
Nice.
And I need to catch up. God, that was honestly my favorite show of fall 23. Gotta be honest.
Yeah?
That one was just, it hit so...
Yeah, we didn't really watch anything that came out in the fall.
No, we were mostly playing catch-up.
Well, Jujutsu Kaisen started coming out in July, right? Or June?
Yeah, so technically
the summer.
It's a summer anime.
Even though it didn't end until just
So
the other day.
weird. It literally ended like the week before Christmas.
Yeah. So, you know, that's not really a fall anime. So did, Trigun came out earlier in the year as well.
Oh, Trigun was like February.
Yeah. Very early. What else
did
did we watch this new? Spy X Family was later.
Season 2. That was a fall anime.
Yeah, Buddy Daddies was earlier.
Buddy Daddies was earlier this year. Also very good.
Also so good.
We still need to watch that new detective anime, the one with the detective who's been off the force from a while and he's now a recluse.
Yes, we got to do that one.
We definitely need to watch that one.
Well,
I've been watching the Apothecary Diaries. That's been interesting.
Nice.
I don't know if it should be counted as a mystery, technically, though. I am hesitant to call it a mystery because, like, yes, the protagonist is solving problems, and yes, like, there
But it feels
is
more
an
like Dr.
overarching
Ramune.
it feels more like BBC Sherlock. The clues are
Oh,
there for the character, not the audience.
I see.
The audience doesn't know what any of that, like, it's not like Moriarty, where we
Mhm.
can put 2 and 2 together.
Uh-huh.
Now, they've started getting better at this, but in the early episodes, it's like, okay, unless you know about medicinal herbs and, like, what was used in the courts of China back in the day,
Mhm.
you're not gonna catch on. Now, or
Mm.
you may have an advantage here. They talk a lot about plants and herbs and stuff like that. But even then, a lot of it stays in the main character's head until it all comes out in one grand reveal. And yes, those reveals are good and satisfying, but it's BBC Sherlock. It's let me watch this smart person explain it rather than I get to figure it out alongside them.
Which is what we love about Ace Attorney.
Exactly. Like there's a difference in the type of mystery,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's like, not always do I want to be able to solve it along with the characters. Sometimes I just want to see a smart person do smart things. That's
Well,
why I love Dr. Stone.
What I
Because
think is
it's
nice,
science thought about in a different way.
but see, that's what I think Ace Attorney does well, is that you could do both, right? Like, you can have both. Obviously, playing the games, you know, you're the one solving it, but to the extent of they give you Phoenix's grand reveal at the end,
Yeah.
right? You're putting the pieces together, and then finally at the end, it's like, here's what happened, right?
Yeah.
And it gives you the best of both worlds, where you're sitting here solving it, but then at the end, Phoenix gets to go through his whole little spiel about this is what happened, this is how you did it, this is why your motive, etc., etc.
And that's also by design as well, because it is an interactive video game. You have the problem solving that's part of the gameplay, and then you have the grand reveal that's essentially the reward for the boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting XP, you're getting the full story of what happened. And that's just
that's
by
why-
design of the medium.
That's why Rise from the Ashes hurts.
Oh god, no, we're back to this?
Well, that's what the problem is. That's what the biggest problem with it is we don't
lackluster.
get that moment.
No, we never got that catharsis.
And that is the only thing I'll say about that.
Screw Damon Gant, he is the most evil, not because of all the shit he's done, but because he deprived us of a grand reveal and takedown.
And that I'll say is also why I still love Turnabout Goodbyes, I think, the most. That nothing has topped it yet. It's just because it does exactly what we're talking about right here, right now.
It also ties everything together so well. It ties in Phoenix's motivation to be a defense attorney. It ties in all the past cases. It ties in, like, again, his motivation. Like, it just comes through so strong. And then we find out more about Edgeworth. We find out why he is the way he is and why there's this.
Yeah,
rift
it's
between
got a
the
lot
two.
of lore.
Like, so satisfying on an emotional level.
That's why I think, and that's why I think one of the reasons why I don't feel that Farewell My Turnabout tops it is because you're not getting the lore. There's no lore in it. You're getting Phoenix sort of having an existential crisis of some sort, but there's not a lore moment.
Do I let this guy go to save Maya, or do I do what I need to do for the sake of justice? Like, don't get me wrong, that moral quandary is great. But I'm sorry, man. The stuff with Edgeworth was just so satisfying.
Yeah, because I think the difference is learning
Capcom
more.
knew it because they tried to capture lightning in a bottle twice with Rise from the Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Lana literally has the exact same plot line, the exact same storyline. It's like almost beat for beat. Damon Gant is Von Karma.
Exactly.
They knew they had a good thing and they tried to recapture it. Because
it is good. It's really good.
It's so well done. And that's really impressive. Like, for a first game in the series, they came out swinging.
Oh yeah, that last one was
Like,
top tier.
That was fantastic. To make that your big finale and to also just go all in, like, freaking kudos. Nothing has topped that for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I still think, we'll see with 3.5, but...
Well, it's interesting. With 3.5, we have a lot. We got the lore with Mia in the past, but we also
No,
have
this is
the lore
3.4.
with...
This is 3.4. 3.5's we haven't started yet.
No, but it's coming up.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying that with the game we've gotten the lore so far.
Yeah, well 3.5 is gonna be the next case where Phoenix is gonna solve it once and for all.
Oh, is that what's happening? We haven't started yet. I don't know what it's gonna be.
He's in the hospital reading old files. He's clearly preparing for something.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that opening part. It's been...
I don't know why he's in the hospital, though.
No, we don't know why he's in the hospital.
Did he
Crap, I
chuck
completely forgot about that opening. You've, like,
bottle?
reminded me. Yeah, it finally, like, years later, it's finally making its way out, and he's got a...
Oh, God.
Pain,
Yeah, guys, turns out it wasn't bubblegum that stays in your stomach for 7 years.
Glass.
It's fucking poison lockets.
It's glass. Forget 7 years bad luck. It's 7 years of intestinal distress. Gotta come out one way or the other.
The problem is it's not coming out that other way. Your poor esophagus.
Yeah.
Poor intestine.
Well, that's what I said. It's not 7 years of bad luck when you break, a mirror. It's 7 years of intestinal distress.
Well, that's only if you choose to eat the mirror.
Bad luck and intestinal distress.
Like,
honestly, Phoenix is rather lucky, so.
Yeah, he
Oh, see, that's the secret. That's the secret. You break a mirror. If you eat it, you circumvent having the bad luck. That's
because you internalize it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he needs therapy.
That's the workaround. This is how you lose Edgeworth. But yeah, no, Mason, I would recommend Apothecary Diaries. It is definitely fun. The mysteries, the reveals, like they are still really good. And the main character is just so much fun. She's got this deadpan delivery, but like when she sees poison, she's like, "Ooh, gimme, I want to experiment." Like she literally goes cat mode, and it's the funniest thing ever. They clearly got a big mystery building up for the second core that's gonna start in like 2 days, so I'm excited. They definitely should have included romance in the tag. I'm very surprised that they didn't, because there's one character who does the thing where he's like, "She doesn't acknowledge me the same way other women do. I am now obsessed with getting her attention." And he does it in like the very classic shonen way that's just like, "I'm not going to back down even if you tell me no." And I'm just like, it's ancient China, she's a courtesan, she's in the house of the palace, this is typical. Don't apply modern logic here so you can enjoy the show.
Is this the guy you showed me before?
Yeah. He's a very beautiful character.
Yeah.
He does not take no for an answer.
He's kind of annoying in a bad way.
Very cringe. He is incredibly cringe.
Disappointing.
Anytime he's on screen, I'm just like, "Oh, please go away."
Oh, that's so sad.
That's like, when he's by himself, he's fine. When he's by himself or he's interacting with other people, it's fine. When he's interacting with the main character, I'm just like, ouch. Zenitsu, go away. And guys, I like romance. Like Spy X Family, sign me up for that. Yor and Lloyd subtly falling in love with each other. That's some
By
top
living
tier
together so domestically, it's like, both realizing that this is what they wanted all along.
Yeah. I want to reiterate, guys, I am not a romance hater. I just struggle when anime does romance because it's either so cliche or it's guy doesn't take no for an answer.
It's shonen romance.
Oh, Mason, I watched Fire Force. I have an interesting story about that. I started watching Fire Force, and I made it to episode 6. Up to episode 6, it was, in my opinion, like one of the most painful things I had watched. The pacing was really weird. The editing was really weird. They held on shots for longer than they should have. It was almost like they didn't know how to tell their story. And these were the same guys, I believe, who did JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So, like, pacing has always been an issue with this studio, but here it was super noticeable. Um, the reason I dropped it around episode 6 was because they introduced a character who literally her character flaw is she accidentally gets naked everywhere she goes. Lucky lechery, it's called. Now, this isn't like the Gray from Fairy Tale thing
I was
where
gonna
his
say.
training. No, because I know you're thinking that. This isn't like Gray from Fairy Tale where his training is so ingrained in him he just strips no matter chance. No. Yes, I'll be quiet. Sorry. This
Getting
is a
into Fire
situation-
Force.
Okay. Sorry, I had to do some.
I was gonna say, if you're talking quieter, this is too quiet, Mars. We can't.
No, I am trying to. I'm trying to talk to my dad. I had to mute myself. Okay. Anywho. See, this is why I need a place on my own.
There you go.
Motivation.
Motivation.
Anywho. So, basically, what happens in the 6th episode. So the Lucky Lechery thing, like literally, she just ends up in situations that results in her clothes getting stripped off. It's very painful the first couple times because it's just like, why? Why is this needed? Why is this necessary? And in the 6th episode, it's even more annoying because there's a character moment, like a pivotal character moment, and then it's cut off by this stupid gag. So that was when I dropped the show because I was like, oh, if they can't recognize when not to do a gag during an emotional, like, I'm out. That's the Marvel logic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just not here for that. But then I came back to the show about 2 years later.
Oh, damn, long time.
And something interesting happened after episode 6. It got better. Suddenly the pacing wasn't as bad. Suddenly there were some actual stakes involved. Like actual stakes that mattered to the main character. There was some interesting development. The timing of the jokes got better. And they actually made the gag where her clothes constantly get stripped as ridiculous as possible, that it was actually comedic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they turned it into these rip the band-aid off kind of moments where it happened so quickly, the other characters didn't even acknowledge it. And I was like, okay, like, it's still a gag, it's still there, but they're not focusing on it, they're not harping on it like they used to. It's one and done.
Mm-hmm.
And the development with the later characters is honestly really good. By the time we get around to season 2, the gag is dropped almost entirely.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just gone, and this girl actually gets a personality as she gets more involved. And I'm like, wow, that is the weirdest, fastest turnaround for a show I've ever, like, it became a completely different show. It literally went from being so bad, like the pacing, everything, the jokes, the timing, the editing was terrible. But then by episode 7, it really turned around. Like episode 7 to episode 12. Episode 12 is when the quality kicked up a notch. And I think that's because they entered their second core. And I don't know, maybe they got different writers, maybe they just got their
Well,
act together.
I do know that this, especially if it's the studio that makes JoJo, they're particularly good at like just making the manga but animated, right?
Yeah.
So it could be that like the manga just got better too. You know, like it could be just like
It could be.
they were being
I
faithful
never read the manga.
to the
I
manga.
personally like animation. There are some manga I've read, but I typically go for animation over
Literally
manga.
only Dungeon Meshi is mine.
I just like seeing how stuff moves.
Dungeon Meshi was like such my vibe that when I heard about it, it's like, okay, I will read the manga like for this specifically because it's just like
the only thing.
that is the vibe. That is my entire like vibe. Worth it.
So a lot of the mangas I read, I have read Dungeon Meshi because Ori lent it to me. I've also read Number 6 just because I had a friend who recommended it to me in high school. And then I just kept reading it because it was really good. Basically, all the other manga on my shelf are kind of like yokai slice of life. Like you got Natsume's Book of Friends, very like down-to-earth series, but it's like it doesn't require a lot of animation. Like it would be pretty with animation, but there's no action scenes. There's no having to tell, is this line an explosion or is this line a fist? Like, it's just nice, slow. I can tell what everything is. Because sometimes that's my problem. Like, I tried reading Attack on Titan, and don't get me wrong, the art is beautiful, but sometimes I can't tell what the hell's going on a single page. And I don't know if that's because I can't follow the lines or follow what's happening. It's a really weird phenomenon. But I'm just like, yeah, no, I need color to be able to tell if this is an explosion or a fist hitting a guy's face.
I think that gives Dungeon Meshi an advantage in a way, because it's not so much about fighting, and when it is fighting, it's tactical fighting. It's not power-up fighting, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like we need to understand how magic works very much in, like, the fighting sense, right? Marcel's got basically fireball, kind of, and that's it. It's like all she does, magic-wise.
I'm so excited to see her animated.
I'm really just I can't wait to see how the recipes come in.
The main character.
I can't wait to hear their voices. Better be fucking good. Like I'm ready for, you know, like it needs to be.
Well, which are you thinking, dub or sub?
I don't know.
Ooh.
It's tough in the sense of that it's one of those things, since I read it in English, I think I want it in English, so I think I want it dubbed.
I'm gonna look up the voice actors.
But I know that in the past, Netflix has not had both at the same time, so it might have to be sub, you know? I don't know.
I'm checking it out now.
Because I know, like, while I watched season 1 of One Punch Man dubbed, when it came out on Netflix, season 2, it was not dubbed, right? Like, even just a week behind, it was only subbed. And so it's like, I had to watch it subbed.
Okay, we got Damian Haas as Leos.
Okay. Has he done anything else I would know?
I will check. Oh, we don't have an English voice actress for Marcel. That's interesting. It might not have been updated on my anime list, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, this man's only other claim to fame is Watashi no Shiwase na Kekkon.
Okay, no idea.
I've never watched it either, but it came out last summer.
Well then.
It was it translates to My Happy Marriage.
Yep, no idea.
Not a clue. I think we might be stuck with sub. But to get back to what you were saying, Mason, yeah, that was definitely an issue in Fire Force. I can totally understand why you dropped it. I will say, if you do go back to it, you may find yourself pleasantly surprised, because a lot of the bullshit gets dropped as they actually get into the story. Like, honestly, I kind of feel like the first couple episodes are filler. Like, you almost don't need them because the story doesn't start proper until about episode 7 or 8. Yeah, very weird phenomenon.
I mean,
But
in a way, No Evil
this
is like
also
that.
made by the same people who said, "Hey, you know what would be good for Stardust Crusaders? Break it up into 2 parts and make the entire thing just road trip
Yeah.
gags, stands."
Yep.
It's like, it was fine for the first half, guys. By the second half, I am tired, and I don't understand why this arc needs to be 76 episodes.
Yep. And then I never watched JoJo again.
Part 4, I think, was an absolute mess. Part 5 did win me back. And maybe that's just because we stopped following the Joestars for a bit. We actually got to follow Dio's son, and I was like, okay, I'm on board for this. New characters, new region. It's like Pokemon, basically. And a new JoJo.
For me,
He's not even JoJo, he's Geo.
for me, my brain is like, yeah, it peaked at like Joseph's whole arc. And I was like, yeah, and then Stardust Crusaders was fun, but it wasn't Joseph Joestar. And then I was just like, I can't deal with Josuke's hair, and I'm not dealing with it. We're done.
See, I couldn't deal with... So there's a side character in part 4, and Koichi, I think his name is. And he is unfortunately the victim of terrible writing because he got a stalker, essentially. And as per the MO of this series, all the villains get stands of their own. So she essentially kidnaps Koichi, and his friends have to go on a crusade to rescue him. And you know, this is villainous behavior. Like, this isn't good. In a later episode, they try to redeem her. And they do it in the worst way possible. Because they use another character. Hey, Oscar. They use another character.
It's your colors, Oscar.
Basically what ends up happening, she wants to apologize to Koichi for fucking kidnapping him. Which is like, girl, at this point, just stay the hell away from him. You'd be doing him a favor.
Yeah, really.
But she's also like, oh, he'll never want to go out with me. I'm not beautiful enough. My face is too ugly. And she goes to a stand user who can switch out face. And she successfully does this. It does catch Koichi's attention. And then they do this whole thing with, oh, I've taken your face, and if you don't get it back, you'll lose your face forever. You won't even have a mouth, like that kind of stakes. So she decides, because of course Koichi tags along, she said, Koichi, you pick out a face that you feel will suit me. And he picks out the original face because he's like, that one's yours. It's very nice. That's the face I fell in love with. And I'm like, hold the phone. She, like, Stockholm Syndrome at its finest, okay? What the actual hell? Like, are we seriously trying to redeem this person through this? Like, nothing was redeemed. Nothing aside from her saying she regrets her actions really showed anything.
Dang.
And then they do it in the most backwards way possible by forcing her victim to have sympathy for her over physical appearances. I'm just like, no, this is not the vibe. I dropped part 4 for the longest time. Then it wrapped up, and I was like, okay, I should probably finish the story. It's the JoJo's arc. And I don't know if I was just so burnt out on JoJo's at this point, but the final battle with the guy went on forever. Every episode at the end of part 4 was 30 minutes of, if I escape down the alley, he'll never suspect anything. If I use my stand, I'll undo everything that's been done in these last 20 minutes. And I'm like, so the episode's useless. Like, if you're erasing the last 20 minutes, the episode is useless. It never happened. Why did I spend 20 minutes watching this? That was my problem with part 5 as well. Like, as much as I love Giorno and the part 5 cast, when they got to that final battle and it became nothing but talking and I'm gonna one-up you by going down the alley and escaping, I'm gonna one-up you by stopping time and escaping, I'm like, oh my god, just shoot the arrow through him and end this! We don't need 4 episodes to kill the bad guy!
Yeah.
Just do it.
No, that would no. It can't. Not right now. Right now, it doesn't work for me.
Like, oh my god, I know 36 episode quota, but good god.
Yeah.
I got so sick of part 5 by the end. I literally started watching another anime while I was watching. Like, I would have them playing at the same time. I had JoJo's
Damn.
on one screen, and then I was watching something else in the other. And if I heard like a whoa, I was like, oh shit, time to pause this and pay attention to that. Finally, something's fucking happening.
Oh my god. Damn, Mars. That's. I can't believe that you like my. How do I words this? I'm trying to words this. I would have just like you still put so much effort into this thing to like somehow still kind of watch it, but not watch. Like I just would have kept it dropped, man. Like Jesus.
No, I put so much time into this
Oh,
series.
sunk cost fallacy, man. Phew.
It was the sunk cost fallacy. I didn't want my time to be wasted.
It wasn't wasted. You did it. You didn't need to finish it. You were wasting it more by torturing yourself.
Ori, I will say this. When Stone Ocean rolled around, I got suckered back in because the opening looked freaking awesome. But I don't know. The characters in Stone Ocean just did not click for me. And that was really a shame because I was really excited for a female JoJo. Like, Jolene looks awesome. I hear she kicks so much ass. And I hear Stone Ocean is like the best arc in the JoJo's franchise. So I wanted to love it. I really did. I just could not get into it. And I ended up dropping that one fully. Luckily, I ended right because I think it was distributed on Netflix, so they released like 6 episodes, and then they were going to release the other 6. I watched the full 6, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not sticking around. This isn't entertaining me." The intro is still awesome. I'll watch that over and over. But the actual show itself, and also.
Now we're back to streaming Ace Attorney. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Oh my god, I was so surprised.
You wanted to do that.
Hello.
Mars says hello. He waved.
Wait, you can't hear me? Oh, I thought you got on Discord.
Oh no, he went through my mic.
Oh, he sounded so clear. I thought it was on his Discord.
Hell, he was right up at my mic.
That's why I'm looking at the screen and I'm going, where's his avatar?
Yep, no.
I hear him, but I don't see him.
He just came into the room briefly. Yes, Mason, I live with Dylan now. So Dylan came into the room and he was like, I wanted to say hello to stream. And then did that.
Some Ori lore. Lori.
Yes. Ori now lives with Doug and Dylan. I think they might be playing a nerd game. That's why they keep coming in and out of the room. All their nerd shit's in here. Alright, I think she's coming along nice.
She is beautiful. Oh, look at how gorgeous.
It's been a while on this one, that's for sure.
It's been the majority of stream.
Yeah.
We went from 9 o'clock to 10. It's been a full hour for this girl.
Yeah. Well, the rest of the time will be the other one, so, you know, pretty...
Yeah, my relationship with JoJo's is tumultuous at best.
Again, you have significantly more dedication than I did. I went, loved, first one, great. Second one, loved it. Alright, I'll watch the third one. It was okay. It had its ups, it had its downs. I'm done. We're done here, though. That was it. Never again.
Never forgive them for killing the dog. How dare they?
Oh, really?
It's like the cardinal sin any show could make you. Never kill the animal.
It just makes you hate Dio more.
I didn't think it was possible. Well, I will say one of the fandom things I very much enjoy is that Giorno is Dio's son, right?
Mhm.
But he was conceived after Dio took Jonathan Joestar's body. So the fandom basically went, oh, Giorno has
Two
two
dads?
dads.
Uh-huh.
That's Jonathan and Dio. So all the fan art of Jonathan and Dio arguing over their son and like his
Like
choice.
split
'Cause
custody.
yeah, it's great.
That is pretty great.
Dio's like, Giorno's wasting his power. And Jonathan's like, you should be more proud of our son. He's doing good in the world. And Dio's like, he's literally the leader of a mafia gang.
And it's like, then you should be double proud of it.
No, literally. It's so. Meanwhile, Giorno's in the middle, like, what is my life?
Leading a mafia gang. You chose that for yourself, son.
He really did. He really did. Yeah, part 5 is a fun time. It's just that ending battle needed to end 8 episodes ago.
We reference Stardust Crusaders a lot on our streams, though, man.
We really do.
That's the one I think that stuck with Dylan's brain the most. Obviously, we also have our lovely Joseph references with the "and next you'll say."
Oh, of course.
But Joseph Joestar is my favorite Joestar.
Joseph just had the most personality out
He
of all
did.
of them.
He did.
Like, don't get me wrong, Jotaro's cool, he's edgy. I love the way he tosses the receipt at the guy at the end of that one episode. Very badass. But
he's not
Joseph is where
Joseph, you know.
it's at.
And now
Joseph is crouching more on hidden badass at its finest.
Oh, 100%. Now, older Joseph, I could really honestly leave it, but
Older Joseph is apparently a cheater, and I don't need that in my life.
oh my god, okay, you literally reminded me of something. So, I had a friend in college, and she was my roommate
Oh.
for a year,
This is not where I thought this story was going.
who loved JoJo's Bizarre Adventures as well. Okay, loved it. But her favorite was Jotaro, right? And when I would say that my favorite is Joseph, she would get so upset with me because he's a cheater. And I'm like, I'm not talking about older cheating Joseph. I'm talking solely about
Young,
season
gay,
2
closeted
Joseph Joestar. I don't care about him later on. I literally he could have died, like you know, of old age. Is like I don't. I'm talking about solely him in his own series. You know, we're not talking. And she was just, but she's like, no, you can't. You have to take all of it. You know, it's all or nothing. And it's like, fuck, man, I just want. I just want my season 2
Didn't watch it.
young Joseph, man. I don't need the rest. But her favorite was Jotaro, so she couldn't like separate the Joseph, I guess, from the two. I don't know. But that's what you reminded me of when you were like, well, he's older Joseph's a cheater. I'm like, yeah, that's all I could think about. She's like, yeah, he's a cheater. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't care. Not because I don't care about cheaters.
And the reason Diamond is Unbreakable exists, which, aside from some really catchy opening and ending songs, gave us nothing.
Yeah, but no, it's just like, I just want, like, original Joseph, young Joseph, his story Joseph. I don't care about the rest of his shit. He could stop existing for all I care after that.
No, he can never settle down again because his one true love was crushed by a rock.
Really though. That's what,
why he keeps bouncing between wives.
hold on, that's what I remember actually. Dylan convinced me to watch Stardust Crusaders because it had Joseph still in it. However, it was solidly disappointing having Joseph still in it because he was not nearly as cool.
Oh my god!
Yeah, literally. Oh, terrible.
That is who he's become.
Yeah, and really, really disappointing. All right, here's our first one.
Ah, she's so beautiful.
Don't do that. Thank you.
Don't
All
call
right,
her
guys.
beautiful.
No, I was trying to move the folder, and it was like, you want to move this layer, and it's like, no, I don't do that.
Computer, please. No, stop.
Stop as well. Why are you moving up? Okay. It's fighting me. It's fighting me.
I could see that.
Okay, I've fixed it. I have succeeded. We shall save it now.
Lovely.
Before I close it and have that happen again.
Don't close it all.
Today is 1-4-2024. How weird.
Yes. Happy Dungeon Meshy Day, everybody.
Happy Dungeon Meshy Day. I learned what day Edgeworth Day is.
Oh, what day is Edgeworth Day?
March 2nd? Yeah.
Oh, shit. I wonder what
So
day
many
that falls on.
many character days are in March because of their names.
Oh, we were so close.
What?
March 2nd fell on a Saturday this year.
Ah.
It was so close to
So
landing
close.
on
Yeah,
a
apparently
Friday,
March
where
2nd
we'll
is
stream
Edgeworth
Ace
Day
Attorney.
because his Japanese name is Mitsugi.
Mitsugi. Yeah.
And so Mi is 2 and Su. I'm sorry, Mi is 3 and Su is 2. And so it's 3-2 March 2nd. Something like that's how they do it. Just like Hatsune Miku is like Mi is 3 and Ku is like 4 or 9, something like that. 9.
Mhm.
9. And so Hatsune Miku Day is March 9th, and Mario Day is March 10th because MAR for March and IO looks like 10, so it's March 10th. So many characters have it in March. Just
That's amazing.
how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But you guys have to now vote on this color palette. We have film camera, galaxy, stars, Milky Way, and a nice margarita of some sort. Which color palette shall we choose? 1, 2, or 3?
I kind of like 3.
Oh my goodness, I failed here.
Oh no. Ori, how dare you?
I was on the wrong pen. Mars is going for 3 as I eat Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, lucky.
I got them for Christmas.
Very nice.
Oh, my yummy
I got
Christmas
some
candy.
chocolate and honey for Christmas. And I got the little honey one. I
Oh,
finally have a honey one.
you hadn't had a honey wand?
No, I didn't have a honey one.
Mars living in the Stone Age over here. Jesus, guys.
Hey! Stone Age? I'm using metal spoons.
But no wooden honey wand.
I'm
Jeez.
at least in the Iron Age. Stone
Oh my
Age.
goodness.
If I was using ceramic spoons, maybe.
You're using ceramic teacups and yet no honeys thing.
No.
Hello,
No
Nicole.
honey wand.
If you're popping in for a little bit,
Hey, Nicole.
help by voting on which color palette for us to use. 1, 2, or 3. The emojis are film camera, galaxy, and margarita. Mars voted for 3.
Yes. I just like the colors. They
Also, this
pop
is who we
so
drew
well.
before.
Yes, look at
Bubble
our
Tea Geisha.
Bubble Tea Geisha. And yes, it did take us a very long time to realize the pun bubble tea.
Yeah.
We have brains.
Oh, 1 from Nicole.
Ooh.
Shall you vote, Mason? Oscar? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to break a tie. Oh no. Anyone in chat may vote.
That's
I don't even know what I would do for this yet.
What are the emojis? They're kind of small.
Film
and hard to
camera.
read.
Galaxy, and margarita. I'll make it bigger.
Okay. I'm getting astronomer with a camcorder,
Okay.
but I don't know how the margarita fits in.
They're stargazing a bit tipsy. I know
Nah,
that
there's-
someone
there's
else did
another
this one
direction to
as
this.
well, but I don't want to copy their idea. They had a like a movie star drinking a margarita.
Oh, I can see that. Stars Galaxy movie.
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. Hmm. What should it be?
Ooh. Maybe a bartender? So maybe the margarita is more the job? Trying to think how it fit in the movie camera.
But then how do we have like camera?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to consider.
I'm going to like influencer Galaxy and tech vibes.
Ooh. Technician.
I'm thinking like retro vibe astronaut.
Ooh. Retro vibe astronaut with a margarita.
Yeah, making it like logo vibes, right? Does that make sense?
I could see that.
I think for that, I'm gonna have to side with Nicole on this one, Mars. I'm sorry. But I think this is the vibe here. I'm seeing very like bold colors, like pop art kind of thing, where like the background is like just the solid darkest color. I'm picturing so this is like a little side tangent because of how my brain is working right now. But basically I was like looking into how to get art prints and stuff, how to like have my art printed. And I was watching like videos on like, you know, things to think about and like coloring, you know, color stuff and all this sort of stuff. And they were talking about how, you know, printers print in CMYK. Oh, the astronaut poster. But your computers are in RGB, so you have to convert it in order to get accurate colors and everything. And they talked about how there's another way that you can do it where you specifically get a printer to print a specific color. So it's like if you want a really neon green, printers can't really print that. But if that's the only color you want them to print with like other normal colors, you can make them like mix that specific color for the printer. And they showed this like really cool art of like a dark background with this like neon green like solid lines and stuff on it that gave me very retro vibes. So that's where my brain is going here.
I can see that. That sounds really cool. I am all for this.
Yeah, now I have to realize it though, you know. Now we have to bring it into realization. I feel like is it cliche to put them in the margarita? I kind of want them in a margarita. How do I make a
I don't think
space
it's
margarita?
cliche.
It is expensive to print. No, it is. That's why it's like special if it's like really important to you. And that's why you do like the extra, like the one. You're not asking for like a ton of specific colors. And you would do it if you're like, you think it's gonna sell, you know? I want... Ooh, okay, I'm gonna make it like a movie poster.
Ooh.
And I want...
Oh, this is gonna look so cool.
Do I want... Okay, should the rocket ship be coming out of the margarita? Or should we be riding the margarita like a rocket ship?
Ooh,
Or
I
should
think
it just
rocket
be
ship
a
coming out
starry
of the
margarita? A space-themed margarita?
Let's do rocket ship coming out of the margarita. That
Okay.
sounds fun.
I'm gonna bring in the symmetry tool here. This one really got the juices flowing, huh?
Yeah. Good timing too. We need the brain thinky juice.
It is brain thinking juice. Ah, there you go. Oh, out of a starry margarita. All right. Combine it.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I gotta look up space margarita. Let's get some more inspiration here. Space margarita. Okay, let's try space martini. Space cocktail. Space cocktail is better. There we go. Ooh. Okay, lots of swirls.
Ooh.
They make them very blue.
I'm
And
looking
purple,
at pictures
obviously.
too. These are cool.
Definitely like layered colors. Okay. And they like them in like... Oh, I like this like flared glass. Give it like rocket vibes.
Oh, I think I see the picture you're talking about, actually.
Is it blue and green and purple?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I'm on board. This is gonna look so beautiful. This, you know, the Wolfwood Sour gave you practice with this.
Yeah. That
Oh,
one,
how
that
it's
was really
dropping
inspiring
cinnamon
too.
drinks.
Ori never thought she would be drawing drinks. But here we are. Okay, I kind of
Never
want it
say
like...
never.
Oops, stop. I kind of want it like splashing out and making the star like the Milky Way. That's like my goal here. It's kind of like in like this. And then I'm gonna have to make it less symmetrical later because we don't want it to be symmetrical. But this will be sort of just the design. Like this. And then it kind of devolves into like stars and stuff. And like little blitz like out here. Like that. And then we have like this color is the rocket ship. And I guess we'll make it like the shuttle because I like the shape of the space shuttle. I feel like
you
the
also
shape of the
mentioned
space
retro
shuttle.
in there too. I feel like that totally fits the vibe.
Say that again, I missed it.
I feel like the shuttle also fits that retro vibe you're going for.
It
too.
does, you're right. It just got such an iconic shape, you know? Like
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it's just
Very
really
recognizable, very symmetrical. It's
yeah.
here.
But and older. I have a space shuttle pin. Because I went to the Space Center.
Cool. I actually recently went to the Museum of Mathematics. Ori, you would probably love it.
Yeah,
It
probably.
is so interactive.
Those are the best kind of
And
museums.
They have explanations for each display. It's absolutely wild.
Those are definitely the best kind of museums. There was one.
They had a bike with square wheels
Oh,
that you could actually
yes,
ride.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
great.
so tough.
It was a little bit hard to pedal.
It's like weird. It's easier than you expect, but still difficult, you know?
Well, you have to. we were pedaling on like cones essentially, like
Okay,
a
so
spiral
it
of
so it
cones.
went in and out of the cones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ground helped the bike basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know exactly the
Because now-
model you're talking about. This is really cool. This is a cool idea. And then we sort of have like the rocket coming out of the beverage in the middle. Like that. And then sort of important to have these colors like this. What's the movie called, guys? We need to have a name for this movie.
Oh, we really do. It's gotta be one of those cheesy, like 70s, 80s names, you know?
I feel like I'll have to leave that up to you, Mars. I feel like this
Okay,
is
I'm
your realm of expertise.
research. Cheesy sci-fi titles.
Okay, I think if this is the same color as the glass, like this.
Let me try this. 40s sci-fi movies. We hadn't quite hit space yet, so I think I gotta jump ahead a decade.
Yeah, you have to. I would just type in retro space movies.
No, that's literally what I'm doing.
Gotta sort of come around here, like this.
These titles leave a lot to be desired.
Mm.
You just have the first man
Okay.
into space, a trip to the moon, Forbidden Planet.
Okay. Here's your inspiration, Mars. There is a drink called a Cosmo. Now it's short for cosmopolitan, but space.
No, I was Cosmo.
Yeah, the cosmos, you know?
Cosmic Splash.
Exactly, Nicole. Yes, that's why it's relevant.
Yes.
Because it's a movie poster.
Or he went a little abstract with that, but I
We
think it
could
works.
be loose. We could be. There's very little rules here, and I'm already breaking the time limit one, so you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're not I ain't strict here. Stop. This is not what I want. Ooh, Cosmic Splash? That is a good name. What do you think,
Well, you got the
Mars?
splash of the margarita, you got it coming out of it. I think Cosmic Splash.
Alright. Cosmic Splash. That'll be the name. I think I gotta just make it all the way around.
To boldly go where no Cosmo has gone before.
I feel like I'm more seeing it as
A
like, you know,
hangover.
I'm thinking more like, you know, when you want to make a big splash when you move somewhere new, right? I feel like it's like a
Oh,
like a
this is
new
very
girl
fitting.
movie, but it's like
This is very fitting for this week, huh?
yeah, but I feel like it's like a new girl movie. You know what I'm saying? And away from Wanda. Yes. Cosmos big break. But I feel like yeah, it would be one of those like really cheesy like
Cosmosification.
new girl movies, right? Where she's like, I gotta make a name for myself in this new planet, you know? That sort of vibe.
I'd watch the hell out of that.
And it's just she's like the only human in a bunch of aliens, and and he's
definitely.
trying to like
So
bumble around.
so you're making Xeon.
Yeah.
You're making Xeon.
But at the end, she's like laughing and having like she's introduced the aliens to like margaritas or whatever, right? And they're having a blast and it's a good time. But oh no, Harold's an alcoholic now. Or well, it couldn't be Harold. Herorflabla is now like an alcoholic, and they have to have an intervention. But she has to teach them what an intervention is first.
Okay. No, Ori, you gotta take the dystopian novel approach when coming up with these names, okay? You gotta do it like Hunger Games does. Like, Arachne is derived from spider, or Clementine is derived from oranges. Coriolis is the weirdest fucking name I've ever heard.
Oh
for a
no,
main
I'm talking
character.
about the alien's name. What's the alien's name that she falls in love with after she helps him get over alcoholism? That was her fault because she introduced them.
All you gotta do is pick a normal name and then change 1 or 2 consonant letters. So instead of Harold, you get Harolf.
Ooh.
Harlorf.
Barorf.
Barorf.
Barrel.
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 That's not bad. Like when characters have punny names.
Feeling barrel.
I feel like it's difficult to make like a punny alien name.
That's how it's pronounced.
What?
I said Coriolis, and the main character is Coriolanus. It's still the weirdest fucking name I've ever heard.
It is a very weird fucking name. Okay. And then we have like little round stars over here.
So cute and pretty.
Oh, I didn't want this to be on symmetry.
No more symmetry.
Well, you gotta. The splash has to be organic, you know. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank
Maybe
you.
an alien named Venus. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, it's like a GL movie in the end, right? She falls in love with like the female version alien, so she has like her whole coming out, because it's like, is it really who knows? They're an alien. We don't know what's going on. Do they even have male and female? Ooh, and it actually turns out that the main character's non-binary, gender fluid, something like that in the end, where it's like because the aliens help them discover themselves, making a cosmic splash. Yeah.
So this is sci-fi YA coming
Gotta
of
be.
age story.
Zero Gravity Zest, Saturn Sip Soiree, Interstellar Infusions, Nebula Nectar Nostalgia. Well, these are all very good, Nicole, but I feel like you nailed it on the first one, though. I don't know. Cosmic Splash just feels like that's like a chick flick I would watch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's perfectly heterosexual. There you go. We got confirmation. I'm putting way too much effort into this movie poster. I still got an hour, so we're good, actually. Never mind. I'm less concerned. Yeah. I was like, oh no. Gotta pick it up. But no. We're Gucci.
We Gucci. We
Nicole beats Chat GPT. Oh yeah, always. Cosmic Splash.
Human brain. Will
it feels better. You can tell the difference, right? Like when I was reading the other ones, even though I thought you made them up with your own brain, they definitely feel like you were like, going for alliteration and stuff. So they were good, but like Cosmic Splash just feels it. It's in my like soul, Like I can picture like kids in like the Stranger Things universe, like going to see cosmic splash in theaters, and it's like the cool new like sci-fi rom-com, you know, like it's like, what genre even is it? Because we're like experimenting, you know, with film.
I love how this poster is turning out.
Oh, I'm so glad. I feel like I don't want that there. I feel like this needs another one of these. Extremely cheesy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, required.
That's just mandatory. Like, you have to.
Yeah, but I want this movie to be like, it has a genre, but it also could be like 8 different genres, you know, but it still works somehow. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you can't, if you're explaining it to someone, you can't nail it down. But obviously the poster says something, but it's like, ooh, it just fits it all together right. Like there's the right amount of tension. It's a good, it's like, it's something that would be a cult classic. That's the kind of movie this has to be in the end. Like, it comes full circle. We were talking about cult classics earlier.
Exactly.
That's what our streams do, come full circle.
They always do.
It needs to be like that.
They must.
Honestly, this is some of my finest work.
You should definitely post the.
I definitely post them somewhere. Usually I start posting them on Instagram when I like run out of other art to post, which always does happen because like time.
These are so gorgeous.
And then this is the smoke color. And I think we definitely have to have it like coming up first and then give a little like. No, it was better before. Let's do it this way. Yeah, like this. And these are sort of coming out. Let me put it behind. This is, of course, when we color it, it'll be interesting because I'm not usually a lineless person, but that's how we're going here.
Trying a whole bunch of new things tonight.
Yeah, I mean this is I was literally, this was not intended, but I was literally watching like a video earlier of an artist who's a henna artist, and she was doing bleach henna on like a black t-shirt or a black sweatshirt. Ooh. And honestly, fucking gorgeous as hell. But the background while she was like talking, while she was doing it, was talking about how like this was an experimentation moment, and like she feels like she was getting a little burnt out because of the monotony of having to do like art as like a living, and you know, doing a lot more on the clerical side, and like not being able to try something new and these sort of things. And while I wouldn't say I'm like feeling that necessarily, it's definitely like, well, Ori's trying something new today, getting that fix. Creative fix.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta try something new.
Yep.
That's how Ori ended up with the new shading style last year.
Oh yeah, literally.
Now you can expect the entirety of Outcast to be in neon colors with a black background.
That is not true. But I still love. I got such a lovely comment. Somebody commented on the dub. Was it the dub? I think it must have been the dub on Instagram. Something along the lines of, wow, I love this comic. The art is so beautiful. And I was just like, thank you.
Yay! Oh, validation.
Validation, indeed. Did you guys know when we get nice comments on anything, I save them? They're saved.
We save all of them.
They're all saved and sound.
Comments.
Yes, and it's nice to have a moment when you're like feeling down or something and it's be like, oh yeah, people do like it. Or if like something doesn't do as well as you'd hoped, it's like, oh, but people do like it. It's just a little reminder, because sometimes you forget. Aw,
Nice
thank you,
birthday
birthday cake. That means a lot. It really does. It's one of those things where it's like, as an artist, compared to how a lot of other artists talk on the internet, I would say I'm pretty secure. As a person, as an artist, I definitely have a lot of art where I'm like, yeah, this is good shit. You know, like this is top, like toot my own horn here. Let's go.
Unless it was like you were under a time constraint.
Yeah, like it's definitely like I enjoy. There's very few things where I'm like dissatisfied, and most of them come with the comic just because you have to push them out fast enough, and usually it is like a later thing. Just it is definitely looking back, it's like I could be more consistent, but time. But overall, I'm still very, very happy with all of my art. And even looking back on like older art, there's a lot of art that I still really like and really enjoy and, you know, wouldn't want to change. But it is still definitely validating and nice to have other people enjoy your work too, you know? You're getting there, Roval. Thank you for the cookies, Roval. Nom nom nom. Look, that one had Mars and I on it. Okay.
A tray of cookies. Thank you.
And then have to have this, like this. These are Kaz's art prompts, Roval. I mean, you probably read the title.
Yes, and they are so good.
Always a
I
fun
gotta
time.
ask, does Kaz come up with the emojis themselves?
So what we do is, I believe the mod's actual like username is Taken. That's the username. But I believe they've switched with Hunter, who we've seen around in chat, and is one of our mods. They like switched usernames in that server just for shits and giggles. So their name is Hunter in Kaz's server right now, but it is Taken, I believe, is their actual like normal username persona. And they actually are posting these, so I don't know, these are the weekly ones specifically, so I don't know how they come up with these, but hold on, my brain needs to work with layers. Okay. But they do when it's art night with Kaz, actually, he like asks everybody to sort of like give him ideas, like post 3 emojis, and he'll like pick some, and that's what will usually be for the actual art night itself. This is not what I wanted to do. Is it what I wanted to do? It is. So yeah. Okay, the question is now, how do I want to do this? Not like that. This is the tough part. Because I definitely didn't do this in a way where, ooh, let's do it like this. Nope. Not like that. I did it wrong already. Stop. Okay. We've got this now. Yes, indeed, Enthuse. We made it without getting stuck in court today.
Yes.
Our trial is over. We were found
on our ship,
not
safe and
guilty.
sound.
This is, please exit the thing that I want. Thank you. Refer to other layers. Perfect. You still haven't figured out how to see the emotes? So these are the ones we're doing. If you mean in Kaz's server, it's in the posts. It's in the title of the what is it called? Of the forum post. Oh, here, yeah, it's better Twitch TV. If it's on Twitch or YouTube, you have to download the Chrome extension. Yeah. So you have to use Chrome, and you have to go and download the install. Well, I guess use. I don't know what the proper word is because you're not really installing anything. The Better Twitch TV extension, and then you have to like activate it somehow. I forget how.
And that's all there is to it.
And that's it.
And apparently Microsoft Edge works too.
Oh, you found an extension for Edge?
Apparently, which really surprises me.
Okay, so apparently you can use Edge too. I think you just can't use Firefox. You're right, doesn't Enthuse solely use Edge? Didn't we learn that today?
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did. Good night, Mason. Thanks for hanging out.
Good
Have
night,
a lovely
Mason.
Friday.
Always a pleasure seeing you.
Edge and Chrome both use the same UI. I did not know that.
Oh, really?
Interesting. When did that happen? Because it
That's
when it turned
fascinating.
brain work when it turned to Edge, because obviously, what was it before Edge?
Internet Explorer?
Thank you. Internet Explorer didn't.
No, they definitely didn't.
Okay, now I can do this and have it be easier. Right like that. Okay, so once they turn to Edge. Nope. Okay. I need to clean up down here a little bit. Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day, Enthuse. I did not know that. How neato. So we might do it like... Is this the back one? That's the front. So Ori's doing some figuring at the same time here with how we're doing this. Because I certainly don't do kind of lineless style. I don't like that color with that. Other option would be just separated, blacked out.
Oh, look at that lime yellow.
Yeah.
Classic sci-fi.
Okay. I'm curious. If we
Oh, I see it, dude. Yeah, I started out Internet Explorer, as we all do, and then I eventually Firefox. I don't remember why, but Firefox has just been my go-to for everything. I live on Firefox.
I don't remember ever being not Firefox. So, not sure if I was ever, I've used Explorer. I've also used Safari when Mac had to be used. But I don't remember ever explicitly being like a Explorer person. My father was a Firefox guy since I can remember.
Wasn't so much an Explorer person. It was mostly just Explorer is what's available on the computer, so that's what I'll use to play Webkins and Poptropica at the moment. Like, I didn't know I could download other things. I was
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all our computers had Mozilla, so I don't remember ever
I use
having.
Firefox still. I mean, that's where all my bookmarks are. Yeah, Roval, did you hear they're shutting down Pop Tropica?
Yeah,
And now I feel ancient.
they are shutting down Pop Tropica. It's so sad. I couldn't do it, okay? It didn't happen.
It was just that painful. Yeah, I don't know when. Is it fake? I don't know.
Oh, was it fake?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Is Pop Tropica shutting down? Oh! It was a hoax.
Yay!
Yay! I get to feel older.
Why? How does
'Cause
that make you
now-
feel older?
Because now Pop Tropica has outlived Club Penguin
Oh.
by another year. I'm gonna check out the Pop Tropica website. I'm so curious. No, there's still the same pill people. It doesn't look like the graphics changed any. Do I remember my old password?
There's honestly a good chance of that.
I don't think I do. Oh, you can have pets now.
Oh, snap. That's wild.
And they actually have an actual friends feature. Huh. I would have liked that growing up.
How about that?
Oh man, they did it for Roblox as well? Jeez. Okay, I don't know if anyone was around for this, but this reminded me of a thing that happened with Webkin back in elementary school. I don't remember how this came about, but I do remember that Webkins and Neopets were like the two rival brands,
Yeah.
at least as far as we knew. So for some reason, there was a rumor going around, and one of my friends at the time told me that Neopets was sending present to Webkin like account for the user to open, and if you clicked on this present, it would unleash essentially she called it a bomb, but it was a virus that would corrupt your account.
Yeah, I
and
remember this.
destroy all your Webkins. And I just
And it would
remember
turn like Miss
so
Birdie, like the bird's eyes red.
distraught. Yeah, like
Y-
it was horrifying.
Yeah.
No one actually saw it. Like this was all baseless rumors. I don't even remember how it got started. I just remember being so terrified. And when my mom picked me up from school that day, I was in tears. I was like, I have to get home and check on my Webkins. What if my Webkins are dead? And my mom did not know what to do with that. She was just like, nothing in the parenting book tells me what to do when my kid is freaking out about their virtual pet that doesn't exist being blown up.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with this. This wasn't a problem for my generation. I never expected my daughter to be so attached to ones and zeros.
Yeah, really. The internet really did a bunch of shit, huh?
It really did. I still want to know how that room started.
Yeah, it's just
That
some
was
kid being edgy, probably, or an older brother trying to scare their younger sibling, you know, whatever.
It just got spread like wildfire. Because we went to different elementary schools, and the fact you heard about it means it went to the other elementary schools,
Oh, yeah.
too.
It was totally everywhere.
That's crazy. They have it in Steam. Now, why would they do that? Because when I went on the website, it looked like you could play it for free. So what's the point of that?
You can download, because it's just a way to, like, download it on your computer and have, like, the cloud and stuff. It's still for free sometimes.
No, Robo said it has a price tag.
Oh. With a price
Yeah.
tag. That is certainly weird.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Okay, I have to erase part of the... No, come on. Which one are you? This one.
Got to find the layer. Find the layer of the dragon key.
Okay. I think that's that. Oops, come on, stop. It is not as centered as I want it to be. Okay, so we need to do a little more here.
Remember, we also need to write the title.
Yes, that will happen. I just need to fix this. Because as you can see, the left side is a lot more...
Oh geez, the killer clowns.
stars and stuff.
I remember that rumor too.
That was in college, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh gee. Oh
Uh,
damn it.
We actually saw... there were actual clowns, though. That wasn't just like a rumor.
Yeah. No, they were around.
There were clowns, like, at my campus.
Yeah, same here. It was weird. I think my favorite part of being on campus was when we had some bears on campus and they had to send out a school-wide email saying, "Don't pet the bears."
They know our priorities.
Oh, they know we're gonna see it and be like, "Ooh, Fluffy.
Ooh, fluffy friend.
Oh, look, my hand's gone."
Okay, this one doesn't need to exist.
Actually, no, that one's not my favorite. My favorite is the campus-wide email about not walking on the ice.
Ah.
Like, as soon as it snowed and our lakes froze, people just wanted to be on the ice. And they had to send out campus-wide emails saying, "Don't be stupid. The ice is thinner than paper, and the water is cold. Don't go on it."
Are you saying sure about there being clowns on my campus?
I think Enthuse is.
They're like there were actual clowns. Like it was on the news, like videos of clowns. Now, were they actually killer clowns? I have no idea. But like, was it college students trying to make the rumors true? Again, I don't know. But there were actual clowns like creeping in people's windows, and there was like video.
God. I would not want to live on the first floor.
And that's why I lived on the 4th floor. Well, that's not why, but that's why I was happy I lived on the 4th floor. Okay, well, I like that, but we gotta try to make it fit better.
Yeah, it does look a little squish at the end. Yeah, we had deer, we had bears. I think we had a mountain cat?
Mountain lion?
Yeah. Because there was an email about that, complete with pictures and everything. And they also had to say in that email, "Don't pet the big cat."
Mm-hmm.
We know you're stupid college students. Don't pet the giant cat. Luckily, nobody did.
That
Was
good.
good. Ooh, I love it.
I think I'm gonna do one more thing to it. Let's do this. Take this. Go like that.
Oh, I am so... I had to turn my humidifier on because it's just been so dry in my room these last few days.
Yeah.
My humidifier makes the room freezing.
Maybe I had dichotomy make a potion. Oh, that gave a brilliant idea though, Roval. Oh my god. It was Roval. Good, making sure. That gave Dave big brain. Big brain energy. We need to have the reverse of the cosmos in the cup.
Yeah, That's gonna look lovely. Not gonna lie, I would drink this.
I hope it didn't have alcohol in it. Then I'd drink it.
And you could order a virgin Cosmo.
Yes, they're one of the best versions to have.
Exactly.
Those and mules.
Haven't had a mule.
They're very good. But those two are drinks that...
Drinks.
yeah, those two are drinks that have a lot of, like, juices in them. So that's a lot of not alcohols. So making a virgin version is, like, actually decent.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Yeah, I won't. I ain't gonna. Okay, let me tilt some stars the other way.
What other crazy rumors existed at your guys'? It's like, now that we're on a roll with this, I'm so curious.
I don't remember any other rumors I could really think of.
I do remember the one person in high school who sold Tab soda out of their locker.
Oh, and the cereal guy too.
Yeah.
But that's not a
cereal
rumor.
Tab
That like
guy.
actually happened.
It's not a rumor. It's just like fun, quirky stuff.
Oh. Fun, quirky stuff is very different than rumors, though.
I know. My brain is just in 1,000 places.
No rumors from school? You had a very mellow school then, Roval.
Very, very mellow.
Gotta add some more of these.
I don't know why we can't find Tab soda up north. It was definitely considered a commodity in high school.
You know the saddest... Okay, I am a person that apparently always loves the thing that gets discontinued or becomes really hard to find.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
It's so absolutely saddening. Now, thankfully, one of my favorite things did start becoming much more readily available than it used to be, but oh my god.
Ooh.
My favorite chip ever is Ranch Pringles. And there's a long period of time where you could not find them by us at all. Like you just couldn't. And every once in a while my parents would go to like a random grocery store and they'd be like, "Oh my god, there they are." And then they'd go back and they weren't there anymore. And it's so sad.
Oh,
Remember that the English teacher was in a secret lesbian relationship with the librarian. No official sort, but everyone's thinking later it was real. Well, damn.
oh my god.
They really went for it then. The students really shipped it. Early shipping. What grade was that, in high school?
I definitely did not discover shipping until about early high school, yeah.
What was your first ship that you didn't know was shipping yet?
Probably Raven and Beast Boy. Because I definitely liked them on a subconscious level, but I didn't read fan fiction back then. I was just like, "Aw, these scenes of them are cute together," and the scene where Beast Boy goes like actual beast mode for Raven is just really sweet for some reason. I wonder why. And then I found out what shipping was, and I'm like, "Oh, is
That's
that what I was
why.
doing when I was 7 years old? Okay."
Yeah.
I
Mine
just
was
didn't realize it.
totally Ron stoppable and impossible.
Oh,
Without
top tier.
question. And I'm
Hey, at least
so
you
happy
got
that it happened.
Actually seeing your
I know, it
happen.
was so good. Top tier,
I-
7th
I
grade.
had to wait until Teen Titans Go for it to be canon. And even then, I'm like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do it with the original character?
There we go. Cosmic Slash. It's still not centered. And it's gonna piss me off.
that's the beauty of a retro poster. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh,
A
well,
little imperfection makes it go a long way.
little do you know, I have secrets.
Oh,
Edit, canvas.
and OC and Brambleclaw. Oh my god. I did not do a whole lot of shipping with the Warrior Cats.
I did no shipping with
Like,
the Warrior Cats.
I adored that series, but I was just like, yeah, the series gave me a couple.
I don't know,
and
Enthuse, embrace it.
together.
Embrace it. I feel like more people are furries than are willing to admit because being a
way more.
furry does not have to involve fursuiting. You just a love of anthropomorphic characters, you know?
All
I'm
you
a
need to do
furry.
is either love Sonic or Zootopia. And the people behind those are part of million-dollar industries.
Exactly.
So some of them must be doing something right.
Okay, there we go.
Brambleclaw was a top-tier character. He had all the angst, all the backstory, the daddy issues.
All right, there it is. Now we're perfect. We do not talk about Sonic.
I don't know, Enthuse. Sonic is the gateway. You make
See,
your
I
first-
was
your
see,
first
I was
POV
never
and
a
it's
Sonic
all
person.
downhill from there.
I'm still
Oh,
not
I
a
was
Sonic person.
Or Sonic person. I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. I honestly, around like middle school, I kind of based my personality off him. He was just so cool and confident, and I wanted that.
Cool and confident, and you wanted that.
Exactly.
All right. Well, there we are. Now we can just chill. It was a phase, you swear? I don't. Okay. Sonic was your first AU. See,
Oh,
I was
no shade.
I was not a Sonic person ever at all. Never did Sonic. I think Kim Possible is probably my biggest like closest to baby's first fandom sort of thing, but I still wasn't really like I wasn't having like headcanons or, you know, alternate universe, you know, like it was just I'm here for the ride. I really love it. Definitely my first ship with Ron and Kim, 100%. Obviously incredibly fulfilling when they actually got together. Top tier fucking shit. God, I watched that shit today and I'm just like, yeah.
See, if we're talking first fandoms, then it was definitely Attack on Titan. That was when I started immersing myself in the anime community, started reading the fan fictions. John and Marco was my first introduction to gay fan fiction. Oh, yeah. Babies first.
My first fan fictions were definitely I was introduced by my friend and it was Dan and Phil, I'm pretty sure. Because that's what they were super into. And that was like my best friend at the time. So they were like, here, let's read this together. And obviously that was very, very gay. But when you learn more about fandoms, it's like, yes, it is kind of cringy to ship like two actual people.
Fan fiction together side by side.
Yeah. No, it literally, that was like baby's first, like, possibly gonna be ace, was like, you have a great fan fiction reading face, Ori. Like, literally, my friend said that to me. We're like on the bus, and they're like, here, okay, this is the story. So we're on the bus going on like a field trip, and they were writing a Dan and Phil fan fiction, a fan fiction. And they had a smut scene where they were like in the shower. They were doing it in the shower. And they wanted me to read it to make sure it made sense. Obviously, like, Ace never had a boyfriend, like, nothing, Ori. I was like, yeah, sure, I can logic out, like, where the fucking limbs need to be. You know, it's where it's consistent, right? That's what I did. That's literally what I did. I was like, I think this should be the right hand, not the left hand on the thing. Or the whole thing is... But so basically I was reading it for review, right, on the bus, and I'm like fucking Stonewall Jackson, you know, like I'm you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And shipping, you want to do a shipping comic corner? It has not been done. That can be a topic. I think that could be a fun topic.
I could definitely talk about
Um,
that for a while.
And yeah, and my friend was just like, "You have a really good, like, smut reading face," and I was like, "Thank you." And it's just because of Ace. I'm pretty sure.
See, I can have the straightest face while reading smut, but when reading the cutesy stuff, I'm just like, it's too cute.
Very cute.
God, the stuff I've given you to read is so tame by comparison.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this was like my first. So I had a best friend before this, and then we sort of grew apart, and then this was like my best friend through the rest of grade school. So that was like 6th grade through high school. So 6 to 12.
It really is, Robo.
So that was 6 years. Exactly. It's the cute. Mars's weakness is the cute. That's how you get her. That's how you stop her when she's approaching you quickly with a knife in the dark. You just read her cute fan fiction.
That's
Go, oh,
so specific.
has it happened? No. No.
Never approached her. What you talking
But so that friend definitely introduced me to a lot of stuff. Like that friend introduced me to fan fiction. That friend introduced me to like Tumblr. That was so Baby's first fandom was probably Gravity Falls. I think it had to be Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls predated Adventure Time?
So I don't count Adventure Time as my first fandom because I like enjoyed Adventure Time on my own. And to be honest, I've never really been in the fandom space of Adventure Time. Adventure Time has been the like I watch this show. You know, I'm not like looking at theories. I don't think I've ever read an Adventure Time fan fiction. Like honestly, I obviously consume Adventure Time fan art.
Them. I do think it's cute, but I'm not shipping them. They're just bro.
Oh, it's just cuteness. It's just the bro cuteness. That's the Mars repellent.
No, you said was specifically ship cuteness.
Ah. Yeah, see, we're talking about bromance here. Roval is. Yes, Hotes and Sinnet is the top tier bromance.
At the moment, yes.
Bromance. There's nothing really gay about it. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay.
God. That reminds me. You just made me think about the Pocky picture.
Oh, yeah?
Really quick story, and then you can share the rest of yours.
No worries, go ahead.
I'm sitting in class one night, and it's a very slow night. So I started trying to work on Outcast a little bit. And I thought for some reason there was something I downloaded from Discord, and I was trying to pull it up on my pictures. Now, I'm not using my regular laptop, I'm using my Mac because I'm at school and it's my school. And what I forgot was that my pictures on my phone are linked to my Mac. So let's say, for example, Ori sent me the Pocky picture, and I thought it was super cute, and I saved it. And then I favorited it in my camera roll, which meant that it was the top photo in my favorites. So it was like like the thumbnail picture for the favorites album. I opened the picture photo app on my computer trying to find something that would help me with the script, and because Apple formats things the way they format it, normal pictures for some reason were very tiny. The favorites album was fucking massive. So I don't know if anyone behind me saw, but there are some people who got to see the Pocky shot of Hotzen and Milano kissing without paying for the Patreon. Without paying for the Ko-fi. Oops.
Yeah, the Kofi.
I
Or
I
Kofi.
closed my laptop so fast in like a way that was like, I need to get this off screen, but also I hope you didn't notice how fast I closed my
I think
laptop.
it's okay. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. For anybody else, this reaction would be for they open their laptop and their like last porn video like started playing. But for Mars, it's just two cute anime boys barely once. I
No,
think that's hilarious.
It was the full lip lock picture.
Should have leaned over and demanded 3. Still, they're
I think
drawn
I would've
anime
made $9
boys.
to $12 that night. There were like 4 to 5 people behind me. And I was just like, shit. I hope nobody saw that. But then, like, you also try to play it cool. Like, oh, kissing picture. I saw no kissing picture. There was nothing weird on my laptop. I've been on Discord this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pulling up images on my laptop. What's it to you? You're the one who's being weird.
Exactly. Very weird.
Yeah, that was one of those.
It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
my
I
magnum
forgot my phone
opus.
is linked to my laptop. Oops.
It's not really my magnum opus,
Curse you, Mac.
but it's the first and only time I've drawn any kissing ever.
And for a first time, it was pretty good.
I literally wait. So we could go back to the Tumblr story here. So, Babies for Phantom was Gravity Falls, and definitely like Tumblr was a big part of that. And then, while being heavily in the Tumblr scene, that's when Voltron started coming out, right?
Oh.
So that was probably like my biggest
Keith and
fandom
Lamb.
has been Voltron Legendary Defender by far. I don't think anything has compared. Now, where am I going? Well, there was an artist that I followed on Tumblr, and I cannot remember the name of, but their style's very iconic. And when I was going to draw Hotsun and Milano kissing, it was like, I know that artist made like a How to Kiss with Lance and Keith. like how to draw kisses with Lance and Keith. And I'm like, I need to find this image, and I did. Literally, if you look up like how to draw kissing, it's like there's like comes out really well, like really immediately.
I'm looking up how to draw kissing Keith and Lance.
It's literally no, just type how to draw kissing. It's literally the first thing that comes up. It's red and blue.
Oh my god, art sketch tutorial. I found it.
It's literally the first one that comes up, and that's the
amazing.
artist. And it's like this image is like in my brain, like these ones where they're like om nom nom, too high, all this sort of stuff. Like the nose is smushing, but like I recognize this artist like immediately. Here, I'll show it on stream. Do what I want, please. After I save this. Save as JPEG. Save. Okay. Do this. Computer's being a little slow. Okay. And then let's make sure that... Come on, buddy. There it is. Alright.
I found the nom 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 and the question mark.
So this is what I had remembered this exact artist with this exact like how to draw kisses and everything, and they talk about like the lightning shape and everything, but then they give examples of like bad examples, too high, too low, nom nom, and then they have like the details, do it in the line art, super subtle, sort of like how the overlay goes and everything, and like these are common mistakes of the mysterious hiding mouth. Is this right? Is right guy okay? Face fusion, you know, and from other angles, sort of things. There's a little squish with the nose, and then it has Keith and Lance. So it's Elvirus Tekningar, but literally, like, we're talking fucking years ago is when I like saw this, and it came in when I was like looking up how, and I was like, oh, I know this one.
It still exists.
I feel like if I'm being honest, Roble, it's one of those things where like a lot of fandoms can get toxic really fast. But
yeah.
I don't feel like,
Don't
at
even
least
try the JJK fandom right
in
now.
my
It's a
personal
mess.
experience, like the way that I experience fandom and the way that I'm like a part of fandom is like pretty avoids that whole scene pretty easily. I don't know. It's a lot of like, I'm just consuming art, like 99% of
One
it.
of those
And
things where it's like, it's sad. I want to interact with the fandom. I want to talk to people. I want to vibe with these characters. But when I see people also like fighting in the comments or being like, oh, the animation was bad. Oh, this is terrible. This is awful. I'm like, you're killing the mood, my guy. Like, stop.
I read comments so minimally overall, if I'm being honest, that I like
I
rarely
must
even
be a
notice.
glutton for punishment.
I'm here for the art. I follow the artist. They keep drawing things I like. You know, there's a bunch of stuff with like shipping, you know, different ships that weren't like clans that people would get upset about. And it's like, whatever, you know, like you guys go be you. I'm just going to enjoy the artist with the ships I like or not, you know, or just scroll on
People
by.
that lost it with the Shiro and Keith ship. It's
Yeah,
like,
that
oh,
one,
wait.
or the OT3 with the 3 of them, you know, or like it's just all over the place. And you know, I'm here for the cute. If I didn't like it, I just move on. I don't need to harass anybody or do anything about it. You can just, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it definitely got a little bit toxic. I would also personally argue that the studio did some shady stuff as well, playing with audience expectations.
Yeah, the
Like-
ending. I still have not seen the last season of Ultron and probably never will.
I refuse to.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, like, definitely don't attack studios. Like, please, don't send death threats. Don't be
Yeah,
horrible.
that's just
Don't,
too much no matter what.
don't do that. Just be a good person. I will say that I understand why people wanted to express their anger in a constructive manner that didn't threaten other people were valid in doing so, because the studio did circle jerk their audience
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit, and it felt very disingenuous by the end. So I understand the anger, but oh my god, don't
Reaction
send
is
it,
not it, Chief.
please. I can't
But,
believe we live in a world where this needs to be said.
But yeah.
Don't threaten studio. Half the time, it's not the creator's fault. It's usually corporate.
Almost
mandate,
never, if we're being honest.
honestly.
If it's a big studio. But I think with that, we finished up here. These are the two
Oh
that we
god, what
did.
a note to end on.
Yeah, I know, but getting late and I got nothing else to draw. We don't really have time for another tangent. But what is great
Fair.
to leave
I
off
got a
on
city to go to tomorrow.
is another comic corner can be about shipping. That's a good idea,
yeah.
Enthuse. We'll make it happen. I know
do
Mars will be
like that.
happy to talk about it.
Well, honestly, what could happen now? We have had a lot of discussion through our comic, and you know, I'll always have new stuff to say about topics I've covered in the past because I'm always constantly learning.
Mm-hmm.
However, I want to keep things fresh for you guys. So if there are any topics that you would like
Always.
to hear me talk about, I am more than happy to take some suggestions. Because at this point, I feel like I've covered the basics of storytelling to a degree, and I can always revisit those topics, like I said. But I think going into the new year, having something fresh and having something you guys want to hear about, something that can either help you guys with your writing or, you know, you're just curious to hear more of, send your suggestions my way.
Yeah, feel free to
more
put
than
them in, you know, the couch in the Discord. We'll mark them down and we'll keep them safe.
Shipping will be the first one.
Indeed.
I love that idea. I think there's so much to talk about because you could go in so many directions. You could go with fandom, canon, setting up expectations, audience reception, what makes a good ship, what doesn't make a good ship, how do you make a ship feel natural, how do you draw two characters together. There's so many directions.
Exactly.
I feel like that's fun.
So yeah, so let us know if you have any other suggestions, and also if you have an art specific question as well. I'd be happy to do something about that. But we can't wait to see you guys all for Ace Attorney tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting back into it.
Of the year.
There will also be a new Ace Attorney video that comes out tomorrow. The Comic Dub had a new episode come out yesterday, and yeah, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good night.
See you guys then. Thanks for tuning in.